What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table, we're playing some Cloudspire by Chip Theory Games. We are continuing our solo playthrough of the campaign. We're starting today with a new faction. Be gentle on me, those who've played Narora more than a couple times. But we're playing Narora here. We're starting their first scenario for their 4-scenario campaign out of the long, full campaign that has like 4 scenarios for every faction. We've played through the Brownin, which is up on the channel. Check out the playlist. Look for, I think it's Cloudspire Solo Campaign. I think I titled the playlist at Rob's Gaming Table on YouTube. Just click the playlist section and you'll find the Cloudspire stuff in there. We also played the Heirs. We've done all 4 of those. We streamed the last one last week. Thanks to everyone who hung out with me and struggled with me on that one to figure that one out live. Playing Cloudspire live, that's interesting. It's very interesting. I hope you guys like it. Instead of the pre-recorded ones I was doing forever, trying to cut out all the downtime of me thinking and waffling on things. But playing live is kind of fun, having you guys involved. So I've tried it for the last one. It went okay, so here we are again to try it again. And we'll keep it going as long as you guys like it and there's people here watching it. Otherwise, I'll just record them later in my spare time and then post them if for people to watch later. But if you want to join us live and you're watching this later, make sure you click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, turn on all the alerts or whatever, and you'll get an alert every time we go live, right when we go live, so you do not miss it. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and that stuff down below in the description. Thank you to our Patreon backers for supporting the channel. Thanks to Chip Theory Games for sending us this game to review, aka playthrough, because I don't do reviews. But thanks to them for sending me this review copy way back when, so we could play through all these playthroughs for you. So yeah, thanks to everyone supporting the channel. If you'd like to become a Patreon or anything like that, donating, shout out to Mark B, who donated on PayPal the other day. You can do that stuff. There's links for it in the description below. And special shout out to Ryan Fournier for becoming a new Patreon. Thank you for your support. Huge appreciation. I know Ryan's been watching the videos for a while. I appreciate you becoming a Patreon there and helping support the channel. Thanks to everyone else who supports us, obviously. And it just for being here. Thanks for being here, guys. I also see some craziness. Before I even started, I saw it got up to 8 likes on this video already. You guys are crazy. I love it. So hit that like button. Keep it going. It helps other people find these videos on YouTube, which is awesome. And I see Adam's here. Hey, how's it going? Love the Cloudspire playthroughs. Awesome. Okay. As long as one person likes them, I'll keep doing them. Just kidding. But yeah, I love it too. Stefan is here again. Nice to see you again, Rob. Keep it up. Awesome. No, thank you guys for hanging out with me doing this. I love it. I love playing with you guys. It's a lot different than playing Cloudspire in my basement, nice and quiet, where all I can smell is my brain cooking, and you know, it's burning my brain. The puzzle, I love it, but it's fun doing it with an audience. It's definitely a different experience, that's for sure. So let's go. 13 likes. You guys are nuts. I love it. I love it. I love it. I look over and it just goes. I never really noticed that stat, but it's there. It's there. You guys are awesome. Okay, let's see here. We'll go to the solo book. I just got to get it up on the screen here. So we're going to go over the scenario. This is my first time playing the scenario. I did set up some of it while I was waiting for the stream to start. So I did the pre-rolling the die and all that you see on the screen, which I did get a 5. So I changed Spire F. I already set up all the spires. Actually, I can show you guys that, actually. So here's the map, what I have set up so far. I just got to shuffle these relics, which I always forget. We've got our market set up. We'll go over that. I have everything over there, and I have the spires are all. This was annoying. I was about to set it all up, and then I realized I had to go grab the. They are all Grove Tender spires, which threw me off completely because I didn't have that faction out, so I had to go run and grab the box and everything. So sorry, I got started a little past the hour there, but. So we have all Grove Tender spires. We'll go over that all in a minute. I've even set up the first wave here, trying to save time. But yes, I think everything else is okay. I got my hero all set up here. But anyways, we'll go over what is happening. I just want to show you guys. have it mostly set up to speed us up in our start here, but I'm still going to mull over every detail of this scenario before we get into it, so we're all on the same page. So I try to remember all the little weird rules that I'm going to forget, and all the changes with the talents from multiplayer to solo and co-op and that kind of thing. So I roll the die, I got a 5. I changed Spire F to a Creeping Vine Spire. So F is... Where is F? F is right outside their base, this one right here. So, hey John, how's it going? Yeah, Matt's here. Hey Matt, how are you? Snow day, I mean I can catch you live. Really enjoying your stuff. Awesome. Happy snow day. It's not snowing here in Canada, which is unbelievable, I know, for most people who live outside of Canada. It does not snow here 11 months a year where I live. So just kidding. But yeah, I looked outside the igloo today, bright and sunny. Let's see here. Oh, Adam was ready to play, and my box was missing rule books and campaign books. Oh, was that stuff not shipped outside of the box, I think? There was some, I remember when I got my copy too, there was like a package that was outside the box because of when they shipped the game to save costs on tariffs and stuff, they shipped the game before the books were printed. So then they when they landed, they put them all together because they didn't want to wait. So they basically sent the shipments all separate and put it together when it arrived to its destination hub. And I know they packaged a bunch of books were packaged on the side. I'm pretty sure that was Cloudspire they did that with, where there's a separate book explaining like, hey, these books are outside the box, but they belong inside the box. You'll have to do it on your own, but to save money in shipping and speed up the process and all that stuff, which is kind of cool. But they obviously were excited and shipped you just the box without the package on the side that includes all the manuals. So I can definitely see how that got messed up. Doris is here. Hey Rob, awesome. Another Cloudspire playthrough of mine. Got in yesterday. Took me 6 tries to beat scenario 1 with only 1 renown. Hard game. No, the game, yes, the game is hard, but that scenario, and I remember looking online after playing that scenario and seeing comments on my first video, and I researched it. The developers actually said that first scenario was actually like harder than most. And I think that's kind of dumb. They shouldn't have put like one of the harder scenarios right off the bat. Usually you would think just like the PC games that inspired it, like Warcraft 2 and stuff, their solo scenarios, you got to kind of ease the players into it, kind of trickle a little bit up front. But that really needs to test your ability on, like, they right out the gate, like, you have to understand Brahmin and all their fortress advancements to beat that. Like, I remember playing that my first time and I got my butt kicked too. And then I sat there, I remember on the couch that evening sitting there looking over all the Brahmin fortress upgrades, all the talents. I basically sat there staring at that reference sheet, looking at like both sides over and over again, trying to figure out like there's got to be something here that I'm not catching to beat that scenario. And eventually I figured it out. I won't spoil it. If you've seen my video, you know how I figured it out. But yeah, that's one of my most watched videos, and for Cloudspire, and I know why. It's not because it's one of the first ones I posted. It is because it's hard as F, and same with our Gloomhaven playthrough. A lot of the scenarios that people find hard are the ones that people keep watching, like they keep getting hits on. So I know it's people who are looking it up who are like fed up, and they're like, how did somebody else beat this? Which I do too, and that's why we play through these games, and I try to do all the scenarios so that people have something to look up later. Kind of like archival, I guess, is why I do it for some time. One of the reasons why I do it. Yes, John's agreeing. Packaged on the side. Yes, the manuals are packaged on the side. I was trying to think. I thought it was Cloudspire they did it with, but that was a while ago. Let you download. Yes, that's true. Go on chiptheory.com where I'm actually looking at this PDF, Adam, and yeah, just go on to chiptheorygames.com/support and go to Cloudspire rulebooks. Literally everything is in there. All the reference sheets, the guides, the solo guide. I'm looking at it right now on the screen, right? This is here. If we go right here, yeah, Chip Theory. You can't see it at the top there. chiptheorygames.com/support, and then you just go down here and expand rulebooks, and literally all like the solo campaign, co-op campaign, rulebook, everything's here. And it may be more updated than the version that you have. I don't think these have been updated, but just in general, like if you look at Too Many Bones, like compared to what you might get, the like latest print run, they have like 2.0 rulebooks now for Undertale and stuff. So if you have a Chip Theory game, you know, and you haven't played it in a while, you take it off the shelf, I recommend actually going to the digital copies before opening the ones in your collection. Just because there'll be stuff that's more clear and corrected, and even some balance things I've heard that have happened over time are in there. But hopefully that helps you out there, Adam. Get it to the table, but don't get it to the table till I'm done playing today, though. Obviously, just kidding. All right, so we are going back to the book here. So let's get back to this. I'm getting off track, but it's awesome. Did you get my note about Elfinkazi can move before Glide Bomb, even off perch? Yeah, I did, John, but I didn't look into it anymore. Yeah, last episode that came up, right? And then we were like reading it word for word out of the FAQ. So again, I've complained about it before, John, in the past, where people have come in the chat and told me, no, that's not how it works. Shannon ruled it this way in some forum 3 months ago, or some chat on Discord. And then I go to the official FAQ and it's different from what I'm being told. that bugs me. Like, whatever's in the official FAQ is what, you know, 99% of what people are reading are in the rule book. And if that's not correct, you have to at least be able to rely on the FAQ. And if you can't rely on the FAQ and that's not accurate, I'm sorry. After that, I just draw the line. Like, when it's in there, that's all I had to go with. So that's why I said it and why I understood it. And there was people also in the chat who are agreeing with me because that's what we've all read on the FAQ. Unless I'm just reading it wrong or it's been updated since that video, John. But I did see your comment, but I didn't have time to look into it and figure it out. But that is crazy. If the Elfin Kazi can also move again and then bomb. Oh, I read the words wrong? Yeah, that's normal. That's normal. Actually, I should check it. I don't think there's Elfin Kazi. There might be Elfin Kazi in this scenario, actually. So I probably should look at that. Another good thing, though, that we are looking at this is the FAQ is down here. Frequently asked questions. Searchable FAQ. Now they got a printable. Which I actually want to look at. So let's open that in a new tab. I haven't looked at this yet. How do we get it to go? So let's go find Elfin Kazis. How do Elfin Kazi work? So they come into play at the start of the Onslaught phase on top of any active units or spires that have the talent Elfin. This includes units ready for deployment in the Fortress Gate, as long as they're not grouped underneath other units. You must choose whether the Elfin Kazi is coming out on its glide bomb or its save side. When it enters play, Elfin Kazi can stay on that unit or spire without being considered a group. Both the Elfin Kazi and the unit or spire underneath it are considered active and can attack and be attacked. That's something that I see forgotten, and that's something I would forget too. I did forget that when I didn't know that actually till a few months in of playing, that the Elfin Kazi, when they're sitting on top of the guys, they can attack too. Like when you're walking, especially when they're walking around on the hero, is it Jelena Nestor or the Humminger? That's something I forget all the time, that they can attack too. When the bottom unit moves, the Elfin Kazi goes along with it. Oh, I missed something. Unlike other minions, the Elfin Kazi may choose whether or not it attacks an adjacent unit during the attack stage of your turn. So I can just say I knew that it could attack, I just chose never to do it. The Elfin Kazi can also move off the unit. It will move. If it will move, it must move when it is the heir's leading minion. Its movement is allowed by its Roost Roam ability, which says you may choose how much of its movement to use and where it moves. Its movement status is dictated by the roost number it was most recently or is currently perched on. If an Elfin Kazi starts its turn not on a roost, perhaps because it moved away the previous turn or its perch was defeated, so start of its turn before it moves, it either has to use its movement to return to a roost or use its glide bomb or save talent. Glide bomb or save are both triggered either before or after the Elfin Kazi's movement. Glide bomb will deal 2 damage to adjacent units, fortress gates, and spires. It will also defeat the Elfin Kazi, which is then returned to your barracks. Save allows adjacent units to recover up to 4 health. Again, the Elfin Kazi is defeated when its talent is used. If Elfin Kazis are only minions in play, the wave ends, and the Elfin Kazi should be returned to your barracks. Read Roost Roam. Oh, okay. Yep. We can do that. Which I thought I did. Maybe I'm getting it wrong here. Roost Roam. You may choose how much this unit's movement to use, where it moves, and if it attacks. Its movement stat is equal to the number of roost it was most recently perched on. If the unit does not start its turn on a roost, it must either perch on a roost or use glide bomb / save before or after its movement. While perched, this unit is not considered grouped and still active. This unit does not start its turn on a roost. It must either perch on a roost, which is what it said in the FAQ boat. It needs to move back to a roost. Or use glide bomb or save before or after its movement. Ah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Before or after, yeah. Before or after its movement. Okay. Yeah. That goes against what the FAQ says too then. Man. uh, yeah. Okay. Hey, Ryan. Thank you. I just shouted you out for becoming a Patreon. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Okay, so John, yeah. I guess John's right. That's crazy. So Shannon confirmed that that's how that works. Hopefully they update the FAQ then. FAQ says it must use talent, but nothing about movement. Well, it just gives you two options here. Either use its movement to return to a roost, or use Glide Bomb or Save, which Glide Bomb or Save don't have movement built into them. It just says before or after movement. But this is telling me it must move to a roost or use a Glide Bomb or Save. And Glide Bomb or Save is just literally blowing up and doing its thing, right? Ryan, we were just talking about the whole Elfinkazi, the thing that came up in the last stream about the Elfinkazi, basically when they start their turn off of a roost, can they move and then use Glide Bomb or Save? Or do they have to move back to a roost? Like, are they allowed to move before blowing up or to save or to bomb the opponent? And if we go back to here, John's pointed out, we got some more clarification. If you read Roost Roam, it says it must either perch on a roost or use Glide Bomb or Save before or after its movement. Oh wait, it says before of after its movement. So now it's not or, it's of. So with that typo, I'm correct. No, I'm just joking. Okay. Either way. So what? Yeah, I guess we go back to what we were saying before. I think it was Bernardo that brought it up in the last playthrough. Was that he felt the heirs were overpowered because the Elfinkazi is able to move off a roost, and then the start of the next round, move 3 more or whatever the roost was, and then be able to blow up the opponent's units so far away. But in the last playthrough, it came up that we thought you couldn't do it because FAQ is kind of worded that you can't. But Roostrom here on the sheet says you can. So I don't know what the correct answer is 100%, but John says they are overpowered. And then Ryan says, I definitely don't think they can move, then blow up off a roost. I would think if Shannon said they can. I'd want a link if Shannon said they can. Yeah, I don't know if it was John. I think it was John that said on the comments that it's been mentioned before, but yeah, that's what I thought. If they start off the roost, I thought it was one or the other. Move back or just blow up where you are. Like, you can't then move again to go all over the place. Like, that seems a little too overpowered. But I don't know what the intention was with them, if that's the way they were designed or play tested or whatever. It's kind of a big deal. I see a lot of this stuff come up on forums. People really like agitated at the balance of this game. But obviously playing solo and co-op mostly, I don't really come across that. And I'm not that hardcore into it where I'm playing with anyone multiplayer like my wife or my buddy Justin, that we've come across this stuff where we're like, that's it, ban the heirs. As if that's the case, my wife probably wouldn't play the game anymore because she loves the heirs. But that Royal Talon, on the other hand, that guy needs a little nerfing, in my opinion. Yeah, pretty sure they can't, and will believe so until I see something from Shannon or someone else saying otherwise. They can only use their talent once. If they are off their perch, they either move back to a unit to perch on, or they use their talent on the spot where they are. And Doris, that's the way I use them too. That's the way I use them too. But yeah, that's the way the FAQ says it. But John is right. Right here, it says on Roostrom, if the unit does not start its turn on a roost, it must either perch on a roost or use Glide Bomb / Save before or after its movement. So that right there, that before or after, I think it should say before its movement if that was the intention, right? Yeah. Anyways, sidetrack. Yeah, if they change the Roostrom text, yeah, that's the key. If that doesn't change there, John is accurate. Like, I would take, especially most players aren't looking at FAQ, they're just going by the rules here, right? But anyway, if if anyone finds an answer, I guess you can't drop links in the chat, right? We could probably Google it, but I don't want to sit here doing that all day on the stream. I don't mind for live stream, but I feel bad for people watching later to sit there through that. But I mean, it's educational. If we find an answer, someone drop it in the comments below this video, actually. I don't know if you can do that while it's live streaming, if you can leave a comment. Oh, Ryan's going to go hunt it down. But yeah, drop it in the comments below, and I'll bring it up if I can see comments right now. I don't know. Let me check. Let me check. Can I see comments of this? Oh, I see myself on a video. Yeah, I think you guys can add comments to the video while it's live streaming. I don't think you can drop links in the chat. But if anyone finds an answer and you can drop a link in the comments and let me know in the chat, I'll bring it up during the live stream. If not, and you're watching this later, just leave comments below. Anything about the elephant cause, anything you guys find or know the ruling. But yeah, Doris, I think it's your way too. I think that's the intent, but I don't know. Bernardo was playing it wrong based on what the rules say. John's understanding of the way the rules are read. Like, I can see an argument either way, right? So it's like we just need clarity there. Hopefully it doesn't come up in this playthrough. If it does, we'll have to stop and figure it out. But I'll keep going for now. But if it comes up, it'll help us later too, because I do want to play more PvP playthroughs of this and teach one of my other buddies. So I want to make sure we're playing the airs correctly and nerf my wife a little bit if I can, because that will help. Just kidding. All right. So let's get back to it here. All right, so I got the map set up. Pretty sure it's all correct. 10 health on each base, no source. I got all the spires set up, and here you can see. And I even looked at this morning and didn't kick in that I'm using all Grove Tender spires to start. Did not click in. Did not click in when I looked at it. I just grabbed all the components and was like, yeah, I just need a bunch of my stuff for the 2 factions. But it's funny, they give you Grove Tender stuff. Like, you can't even use the Narora stuff to start. Come on, guys. In scenario 1. All right, objectives. We got to defeat all air spires. And there are none in play at the start, but there is a chance they come in later, it says. Observe Source Sabbath by not spending any source for 1 full wave. So if we remember this, at some point, and it probably would lean towards the first wave of a scenario where you don't have much source anyway and you're kind of building it up, especially as Narora, you can get a bunch of it really fast. And then you could have tons of stuff to spend it on in wave 2. At least that's my experience playing co-op and PvP with them. I've never played them solo yet. But I would think before even playing the scenario, this is the first time playing it, I would start to think that first wave, usually I'm just thinking all the other solo scenarios, that first wave you might be good to like get away with not spending much, because usually that's the weakest units are deployed and you don't have to usually worry about your base getting destroyed at that point. It's like the scenario doesn't end that fast usually. So if we're going to try to do this, which the income in your first wave of scenario 2 is impacted, which we can see the wrap up here. Take note, if you complete the Source Sabbath objective, as its completion will affect your income in the first wave of scenario 2, which, what does it even, oh, whoops, there's a problem. Okay, so we don't get to see what it does, but I think I looked earlier and it was just gives you some more source or something in one of the waves. In the first wave, second wave, first wave. Yeah, first wave. And the other objective we want to do is defeat the Air Fortress Gate. And that will end the scenario immediately. Win-loss conditions. We just got to complete at least one of these objectives by the end of the scenario. So whether it ends in wave 1 or ends in wave 5, which it is 5 waves, I believe. Yeah, 5 waves, opponent the airs. It's 5 waves. So as long as when it ends, we've defeated the Air's Fortress Gate, which it'll end immediately, or if we have all the air spires are not on the map, there's none to start, so I'm assuming if you end the wave, or end the scenario and there's no spires in play, you've got that renown. And then if we go through a wave, a full wave, it says specifically, which I would treat as if the game ended in the middle of the first wave by me destroying their base, I would not get that one. I doubt that would ever happen, but I would not get that renown, I'm pretty sure, because it says 1 full wave. So to me, they use the word full in there. That kind of pops out to me. What else do I see here? Specific rules. So this is stuff I have to remember. So I'm going to read this very slowly and carefully to make sure I don't miss it. You guys can keep me on point. Grove Tender spires are controlled and upgraded by the Narora, but are not considered Naroran spires. So I control them and I can upgrade them, but I don't own them. They're not Naroran. I guess they're not Nororan, like they're not blue, I guess. But then there's something later that kind of I wasn't sure about, and I'll go over that in a sec. The Air Fortress Gate cannot take damage while there are air spires in play. Nororan units attacking the Fortress Gate while the air spires are in play are immediately defeated. That's crazy. So once they build a spire, I can't hurt their base, and my guys instantly blow up the second they fire on their base. And they don't even get to damage it. It's like they get just the big ban hammer. Boom. Let's see what's chat saying here. Ryan says, just watch the airs How to Play by Shannon. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think of watching the How to Play video. Yeah, because she'll go over that in detail and show examples, right? Just watch the airs How to Play by Shannon. She specifically says you either move to something that it can roost on or it blows up. I'm guessing it's saying if it moves back to a perch, it can then blow up after the movement if you want to for some reason. Maybe your spire or unit is surrounded at that point or something. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. It's not like it's going to hurt the spire, right? It only hits units. So, yeah, you might have units beside a spire. Especially with jerk-face Grove Tender ones that like to sit by your spires and smash them. Okay. Let's see. AI notes. Air minions deploy from their leading spire if one exists. I have to remember that because that probably will come into play later and I will totally blank out when we're playing. So I have to kind of refer back to the stuff to remember that. If there are no adjacent hexes with a valid terrain type for a minion to deploy to, they may ignore the terrain types until they move onto valid terrain. So that's something else to remember. And when the airs defeat a spire, immediately roll the event die. So this is a way they'll get spires. So when they defeat one of my spires, and it says as spire, so they could defeat these Grove Tender ones, they could defeat Nororan ones I built, and they're going to roll the event die, which on a 1 to 2 they'll construct a refuge spire, 3 to 4 a minaret, 5 to 6 a regal lookout, and you think that's not too bad until you see these giant, dirty, filthy upgrade piles here that are like out of control with fortifications on the bottom. Disgusting, disgusting. And if they build one of these, I can't destroy their base. I can't even hurt it. It's like I can't even scratch it. And then once heirs build the stables level 2 advancement, which I need to just quickly, actually I have it up here. Heirs, what is that? Stables level 2. Once per wave, when your last minion is eliminated, you may immediately spend 2 source to put a joust into play. And because they're AI, they don't have to spend anything. They just get to do it for free because they're jerks. Place the joust on the closest path hex to your mark that is adjacent to an air spire. Okay, so we'll have to refer back to that when that happens after they build the stables level 2 enhancement, which I need to start caring about in wave 3. In wave 3 and after. So the last 3 waves of the game, these jerks, after I kill their last minion, assuming I do, they will get a joust that comes into play. And I just played airs solo stuff last week, so I love joust that they can just walk up and quick strike a spire and stuff. But yeah, that's gonna suck. Just another way they're hammering these spires. Okay, AI talent trigger, stuff we need to know. Oh, Elf and Kazi are going to come into play in this playthrough probably. Number Elfin. Place an Elf and Kazi on its glide bomb side on this unit or spire at the start of the Onslaught phase or when it becomes active. And Bernardo's here. Hey, how's it going? From the restaurant at the end of the universe. What is it? You're always in a different place. Restaurant at the end of the... Oh, man. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. And Adam's here. Aloha. This is a CTG game that I really want to get someday. But man, budget is wrecked from a couple Kickstarter games right now. Yeah, that's the problem. I know that feeling, the Kickstarter problem. That's why I avoid Kickstarters nowadays. And I just go for games that have been out for a year or two and they've delivered and we know they're good. And then I'll go gobble them up. Yeah, you might pay a little more for that. But then again, if you're buying it from your retail store and you're supporting your local store, we keep the hobby booming there in your area, which is good. But yeah, Unsettled and Oath. Oath looks cool. Unsettled, I'm not sure what that is actually. But yeah, a lot of good Kickstarters coming out right now, which is crazy to happen in January. You think people are cutting back budgets right now and don't have a lot of money after the holidays? And then all these companies are like, hey, come give us hundreds of dollars for some more junk. that you shouldn't be spending money on because you just filled up your credit card in December. Quick thoughts: Dark Tower. It's too expensive. There's a ton of buzz on it, however. Yeah, it's the nostalgia thing with that game. Plus Isaac Childress' name being all over it and Rob Davio. That right there made me interested. But then when I saw it, I was like, yeah, it looks cool. I would try it, but I wouldn't spend that much money on it. There's so many other games that I like on my list I'd rather spend that kind of money on to get more out of. But it does look fun. I just don't know if the money is worth it to the fun ratio there. Is my camera flicking there? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening there. Anyways, it's a co-op space survival exploration game. Oh wow, for Unsettled. Just ended a couple weeks ago, but it's by Orange Nebula, creators of Vindication. Vindication I've heard good things about, but yeah, okay, wow. Man, so many Kickstarters. Like new ones every day, so many big ones. It's crazy how the industry is just like going so heavy in that direction. I understand why, but it's awesome. Anyways, let's get back to playing this Kickstarter game here. All right, air defense. We know this one. Always targets flying over any other unit if possible. Glide bomb triggers if this unit used roost roam to move and is adjacent to opponents and it's adjacent to an opposing unit after its movement. So after it's used roost roam to move and it's adjacent to a unit and it's done moving, it will boom, blow up. Roost roam. This unit will only move from its roost if it is able to move adjacent to an opposing hero. I remember this from early Brawnin days. If this unit has multiple options of hexes to move on to, it will choose a hex that is adjacent to as many opposing units as possible, so as much damage as it can do. When starting a turn off of a roost, it will move adjacent to an opposing hero if possible, or if that option is unavailable, the closest opposing unit or spire. So it's interesting, roost roam here in the solo co-op stuff, it does do a movement after the fact. But usually they modify these things to be more annoying, I find, in solo and co-op. But yeah, it's moving right there. It's doing a move after being off a roost, which is interesting. That helps confuse things. Saving my money for the expansion for this game. Oh, I can see that, yeah. Like, are you talking, Ryan, upcoming expansion for this game, or are you talking Portal Seekers? Because I'm saving up my money for that, but I'm broke as a fool. So we'll see if I can get the other expansion through other means. If that's what's coming to Kickstarter next for Cloudspire. Vindication is fantastic. I would recommend, says Adam Wilson. Yeah, Etherfields looks cool. I didn't know about that game till like a week ago. I saw some trailers for it and was like, oh, that's cool. I missed that one. I miss all these Kickstarters. I'm not up with the Kickstarter game. I feel super bad and I get ragged on sometimes because I don't hear about these huge games that have so much buzz, but it's like, if the advertising doesn't reach me, then I don't know about it. I don't actively go to Kickstarter and browse the board game section every day to see what's there. Word of mouth has to reach me to know. Yeah, and I'm better off for it. Yeah. You have Portal Seagulls talking to the new one later this year. Yeah, I saw them hinting at, like, let's wrap up the rule book so we can move on to the next content for Cloudspire, which is interesting. And if those who don't know, I was in the Cloudspire forums today on BGG, just kind of see if there's any rules stuff that came up. I usually look in games rules forums on BGG before starting to play, just to see if anything has come up recently rules-wise. And I saw one of the posts when I first got on the Cloudspire page was about a new faction in the Splice and Dice Kickstarter. They had an update video, I guess, showing the unboxings of the new Splice and Dice stuff. And in the background, Josh Carlson had on his monitor basically some spoilers for some upcoming Cloudspire like art, which was obviously like on purpose. So it's kind of cute that they do that kind of stuff, put little Easter eggs hidden in the background of their videos. And Ryan bought the big box for Too Many Bones last night. It is not cheap, but LOL, but I'm so excited for it. It looks cool. I understand why they're doing it. It looks super cool. All right. Getting so off track here. I love it. Anyways, all right. So there's our event die rolls. There's our anti-talent triggers. We'll deal with that stuff as it comes up. And I think that's all we need to do. Let's get down to it here. All right. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I think this must be a typo. It says we're getting source in solo here, Does that never happens? What, that must be a typo. Must say negative. Must supposed to have a negative in front of the 3 probably, or it's supposed to be a 0. That's my guess. Such a good scenario, says Bernardo. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. When I laid it out before going live here with this like little, I love scenarios like this that are like the long path where you're just like kind of funneled. I like this stuff, and with all the spires along the way, it's gonna feel exactly like tower defense basically, which is kind of cool. Okay, so I get 3 source, which I'm a little like blown away by that. But you know what? It's probably not going to be enough source to do what I want at all because that's kind of low. Market phase. Oh yeah, so let's go over to market, which I drew earlier. Oh, and I got my promo pack. So my chicken promo chip is in there somewhere, but unfortunately I did not get him yet. So we got a nomad who's super boring, but she's something. She's going forest. We got a fashioner, and this guy has 4 health, which is pretty good. 3 movement, 1 attack though, 3 source to buy him. He's got improve, which actually, why do I keep reaching for the sheets? Is it here? What was it again? Improve. I'm doing this to refresh myself too, guys, just not. I'm not trying to teach you completely. Improve. If this unit ends its movement adjacent to a friendly spire, you may spend 2 source to add any upgrade to the spire, ignoring upgrade restrictions. Okay, that could be helpful considering I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freaking spires, 6 spires already to start. That's crazy. Okay, let's jump back to it here. Okay, so that guy's who I have. And then I have the mini harvester, which is just the one with reap, which I think is the one when you're beside a source well. Once per wave, when this unit is adjacent to a source well, even if occupied, roll a d6 and gain the die result in source. I feel like I played with that one recently. Maybe it was on camera, maybe it wasn't. I do not remember. And Bart's back. Hey Bart, how's it going? What do you think about Varpol? Don't know what that is. I'm not sure. I like playing physical board games mainly, so digital stuff is like, if it's like tabletop simulator kind of idea, if you mean it's like digital board games, or is it a way that you can play, like I can have the board physical stuff set up and I can play online with other people? That's kind of interesting. I know people, I have friends that have done it where they play with Skype and stuff and get like Discord going and just have like a camera set up on them and the table and stuff, which obviously have the equipment to do that. That'd be kind of interesting to do one day, is like rope someone into a stream and we play together like remotely kind of idea. But Varpool board, play physical games online with actual pieces. Oh, that is interesting. I did not know that was a thing. This is actually a great game you can play on Skype. I could see that. I could totally see that. I need to do that with you guys where we play like together, like you guys control a faction or something. I just need to get the like latency down, playing like super low latency mode. Just the quality's kind of crap on that, so that's why I haven't really done it, but I've been playing around with it, trying to figure it out. Okay, so next, market phase. Do I want to buy any of that stuff? I don't know. The improved guy's interesting, but that's all my 3 source. Oh, and I don't want to spend source, right? If I want to get source Sabbath, because at least if I do that for 1 full wave, and then I just survive till the end of wave 5, and let's say they get spires going and I have trouble, or I can't defeat their gate, because it's just obviously if they have like a bunch of spires built up, I'll have trouble getting to their gate, and then I'll be kind of stuck. But if I just take it on the chin for this first wave, as was my thinking, and I don't spend any source, get that 2nd renown, I can then just play turtle in defense, and at least I can win the scenario with 1 renown. Not the best way, but at least it does help me in the 2nd scenario where I'll get some extra source for doing that. So even if I don't have enough renown to buy any cool Akarian Renown achievement unlock or whatever for that next scenario, at least I'll have that little bump, which hopefully can help me get all 3 renown in the next scenario possibly, which then can help me in the later scenarios, which I assume will get more difficult, where I like to grab those renown abilities to help me out. Oh, it just went live on Kickstarter, Vorpal. Mixer is very good for super low latency using their FTL settings. Yeah, I have to investigate Mixer. I just know, like, I see them buying all those Twitch streamers to try to get people to go to their, and I think that's a Microsoft service, right? I used to do some work for Microsoft, so yeah, don't know if I wanna mess with that. Anyways, that's cool. Well, I gotta look into this now after the stream. Okay, Vorpal, yeah, Vorpal board. Okay, let's see here. So I'm gonna hold that source, and that's now I understand. It just hit me. The bulb just went off. They gave you that 3 source because this is how the designers did this. They're like, let's, for the first like 8 scenarios, never give the solo player source. And they're so used to having source in like co-op, and they're used to having source in PvP. Let's just strangle them and choke them for that first wave, so they have no source, and they're hungry for it. So then in this scenario, when we actually give them a trickle of source, they want to spend it right away. They're hungry to spend it, and then they screw themselves over on that first or that second achievement, and they've spent some source. Because normally you don't have any source in the first wave, and unless you do limited build options, you kind of like, if you'll just forget and you won't spend any source. So I know they gave you that source just to mess you up. So I'm not spending it. Market phase, screw it. I'm not spending it. I see what they're doing. Those jerks. I'm looking at you, Mr. Carlsons. I'm looking at you. I see what you did there. I see them laughing evilly in their offices that are designing it. All right, market phase skipped. Build phase. Skipped again. I see what's up. All right, 5 CP. And I already set up their stack here. And they get 2 grouped promoted Harriers. And I see what's happening. So I have these spires out here. Let's go over the spires that we got set up. So we got a fortification on the bottom. And an attack here on a creeping vines. Oh, that's the other thing. I have to find out what all this means. Creep and stuff. I forget. So I apologize, but we're going to do some more looking up here. Creep. At the start of each of your turns, during the Onslaught phase, this spire may move to an adjacent non-path hex. I feel like I've played with the growth tenders a few times. I've never even noticed that stat. I don't think I've ever built creeping vine spires. Yeah, I don't know why. I think cover is the one, yeah, you can't hit them adjacent, right? Spire can only be damaged by adjacent units and spires. When a taproot is adjacent to the spire, which won't happen in this scenario, so we don't care. And the other ones, there's other ones I want to look up. Wallop. Wallop is on a couple of the other... so Wallop is down here on this Muskeg. This Muskeg is 2 attack, 2 fortification, which is awesome. They give me fortifications, I think, on the bottom of all of them, which is good. But that's what made me think of it, was the heirs they're giving us now are promoted, which heirs being promoted are doing 2 attack, of course, and quick strike. So they just laugh at my yellow fortification chips. They're like, ha ha ha, boom. I blow your house down. So we got this guy, Creep, who's crawling. We got Wallop down here, and we got Wallop here. So these 2 spires are Muskeg spires. And the Wallop says, and it's somehow knocking them around, right? Instead of attacking, this spire may deal 1 damage to an adjacent unit, then place it up to 3 hexes away from the spire on any valid hex. The unit may be fired upon by any new spires it's now in range of. Unless that spire is already fired, I would assume. Once this talent is used, flip the spire to its retell side. But obviously you choose which order your spires fire, so the retell side is what? What's this do? Oh, it just loses that talent and it just goes to air defense. Oh, and it gets same upgrades, same, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so we can wallop guys around. We can creep with our spires. They can move. I'm going to forget that completely. Got to remind myself of this stuff. This is crazy. I was all worried about learning the Narora, and now I got to remember stinking growth tender stuff. This is cool, though. Okay, this is very cool. I'm very interested in this one. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so like I said, they have a grouped 2 set of promoted Harriers. So they're grouped on top of each other. Still just 2 health. But they have the quick strikes and 2 attacks. So they'll just like ping away the fortifications and laugh at me. Unless I squish them first. Well, I guess they're quick strikes, so I can't really squish them yet. But flying, we got our Royal Talon here, of course. Just wrecking shop. And this guy reminds me of when I last played Narora PvP against my wife. I like taking the possessed guys. Which I don't remember which ones those are. The mediums, and then taking control of these jerks and then using them to bash the opponent's spires and stuff. But they don't have spires right now, so that is not a strategy I think I want to. I guess I could use them to smash their own base, which would be hilarious. 3 CP for the medium, Okay, that's something to think about. But that's what I think about every time I see Royal Talon with the Narora, because I had some good success doing that. Okay, we got 2 Jousts on the bottom of that. Both have Quick Strike and 2 attack also, but a little more health. They're going to be beefy. Not moving as fast, but they're going to be annoying, I'm sure, knocking fortifications out from our spires and smashing them before they can attack back. Which Quick Strike is great anti-spire tech, which makes sense why they loaded them up with Quick Strike. 4 units technically with Quick Strike, and gave me a whole bunch of spires all nicely spread out. So I'm sure those spires, they look all tough, but I'm sure they'll be knocked out pretty quick. So the second one here has fortification, 2 range, 2 attack, and it has air defense, the wallop thing. This one's creep and cover, 2 attack, 1 fortification, I think. Is that right? 1 fortification. Just make sure I did it right. Yep, that's D. And then that goes there. And what's the other one? The other one is attack, ranged attack, fortification. Yep, right. 2 attack, 2 fortification. That's B. Yep. And down here, 2 attack, 2 fortification. And that is A. Yes. Okay. And this is air defense and wallop cover. So this guy doesn't have creep. He's just a cover. So, but they can't hit it unless they're adjacent to it. Which none of them have range anyway, really. So that's not really gonna matter. Okay. Anyways. Finally, I think we're here. I set it up, all pre-set it up before the stream, and I still don't get to play quicker. I don't know what's, yeah, but it's still fun. I like Narora too. I was a little weary with the whole, like, I like that they don't promote, so it's less confusing to me, but it's still annoying that on the other side, the chip's like, not just different stats, but like basically a whole new unit. And so it's like, yeah, I would love to pay for a whole separate set of their minions just so I could keep them beside them in another tray. I guess most of them have at least 2 units. I debated setting up a second tray beside them to like lay the other units out so I can just kind of make the playthrough smoother where I can just look over quickly and kind of see every unit. But I guess only the Void really, right? Is the only one I have to like kind of would have to look at the other side always, because the other ones have multiple copies, right? The Void. Oh, Messiah. He's cool. He's cool. All right. So let's learn some Narora here. Let's see if we can school these errors and not lose. All right. So we've set up them. We've gone over that. I'm obviously getting Avanci, if that's how you say it. He's got Matter Distortion, which I'm sure you'll see coming into use, because I do like flipping him over to his flying side, and he can go on water at that point instead of just forest. So you basically turn him from a Brahmin hero into a Airs hero. That's what I feel happens there, which is pretty good. Okay, and that's why I like them. Yeah, I like that they have like lots of cool stuff to do with the source. Like I like getting more source, spending it for CP. I've not really played with the FT range stuff. That's something I don't really care for, and I just haven't used it to know the power of it. But I always feel like I have other stuff I'd rather do with their source than that. And their spire, like I love their spire suite of getting the connected spires and getting all the upgrades limits increased on them, and just building this network of pain for your opponent. I love it. That's my favorite. I love the spire part about this game. That's my favorite thing. Which makes sense, because in Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3 back in the day, I love just building offensive towers, and that's where I'd spend most of my resources, building towers to annoy my opponent instead of units. Maybe not the best strategy, but it was the one I found the most fun. Okay. What do we want to do with our 5 CP? So, thinking after seeing a Royal Talon, I like to get the one that can take control of it, possess it, but you have to have that line up. And the problem with them being so far away, how do I know this guy's going to be even alive? And the Royal Talon's going to be on a hex where I can grab him. It is kind of thin, so I don't see a way he's going to really get off the map, like out of the way, so I can't reach him with that. But that's 3 CP. And my only other option with 3 CP is like Burnout with Entropy or a Drift with Incorporeal. Which I like Incorporeal when there's spires out there, so it can like kind of dodge spires and run by and just go to the base. But Entropy with the exploding itself if it gets down to 1 HP. It's interesting because these guys all hit for 2 except for the Royal Talon smashing for 3. So there is a chance that I could just have this guy run at them, and whether he attacks first and gets retaliated on, he goes down to 2, he blows up and could kill these Harriers and stuff. But I'm hoping these Spires can whittle these guys down enough then maybe even my hero can get some upgrades going. That would be nice. I guess you can only take one upgrade on the other side. But that would be nice. And I got to make sure they don't kill my spires, because as soon as they kill my spire, they roll a die. And then I have annoying... Oh, that's the other thing. Oh, man. If I spend Source as a limited build option to try to beef up these spires to keep them alive, so that way they don't defeat them and roll a die, I've now spent Source in the wave. So we might have to let an air spire get built here, just so I can get that renown. Like, one spire is not too bad, but I mean, those spires all had crazy upgrades if they get an air spire built. Like 6 upgrade chips. 5 on 2 of them, 6 on 1. All having like extra range, all having fortifications. Like, that drives me nuts. I don't know if this faction's like the best at taking out spires. Like, just thinking, I know the bishop's good for that kind of stuff with his 3 range to attack. I like him for ripping through fortifications, so I might call on him later. Actually, he's 5 CP, and I like him against the Royal Talon. Him throwing 2 attack out there with 3 range, he's like, I love using him against Royal Talon. I use him against my wife. Great counter to the airs, I think. So was the Possess. I love messing with Royal Talons by taking control of them, like I said. But yeah, if we spend 3, what's on the other side here? The Stasis guy, that's interesting too. Jumping on their guys, then they take damage. But there is no spires firing, and that Stasis works great when they have spires out, and then I jump on their units, then their spires shoot at their units. So that might be something later in the playthrough if airs get a bunch of spires out. So I don't think I would consider that. What else we got here? Oh, we have some more 3 range. Whoops. We have some more 3 range. I like these Arc Brights. They're great for taking out flying and stuff, but they only hit for 1. And if those spires get built by the opponent, they'll have fortifications on them. And they could get built this wave, actually, because we roll the Eventi like right away when they destroy a spire. So this won't really help me on the first few upgrades on those spires. But this could help me against these quick striking jerks, because they come to me really fast, especially the Harriers, if they make it through that wave of... maybe they probably won't make it through all those spires. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But this is 3 CP, so then again I'm stuck in getting a drift to kind of fill in the CP or an entropy. What else we got? Nitrous, that's 6. I can't afford him, so he's out. Same with the Lytris, his twin brother. Messiah 6, Void 7. Nope, can't afford those. So I'm literally looking at Bishop by himself, or some mix of like, I would say a medium and a burnout, or like a medium and a drift, or an arc bright and a drift, or an arc light. Oh, source field. Source field. That's the one I think you spend 2 source to, or you spend source just to negate damage, but you have to spend it all. So if you get hit off a spire for like, they roll 2 2s, and you will take 4. You can spend, it's from an attack only, you can spend 4 source in that case to negate it. But then again, I have to spend source. I can't do that in this wave. So Arclight, you're out. Yep, gotta try to avoid. I see what they're doing here. They're testing you, because you get all excited with these guys and you can spend source for all this crazy stuff. I'm leaning Bishop just because the Royal Talon's in that group. I'm leaning Bishop. I don't need that Royal Talon coming and smashing all my spires and hitting my base. That guy will help take him out of the air. Arcbright can't do it as hard. Corporeal guys will just run by and they'll get smashed by him, like one-shotted. So will the Arcbright, actually. All these guys get one-shotted, but the Bishop doesn't. I think that's where I'm going. Let's see what the chat's saying. What do you guys recommend? Anything? Gonna play some SI. Will you play this with the Water Bros? SI. Ryan, I'm not sure what SI is. Let's see, drift here, medium, conduit. Okay, let's just turn over the conduit. I want to see the medium. It's one of my favorite Noran units is medium. Taking over opponent's stuff is awesome. Okay, Bishop for premium health. Thanks again, Nikki Slynn, for sending this over to the channel. You're awesome. Got some too many bones premium health here. 4. And he'll go on top of my hero, because my hero only moves for 2. I don't need him kind of like stepping on him, push him out of the way. Oh, Spirit Island. Oh, I get it. I get it. Water Bros. I get it now. Makes all sense. That's awesome. All right. Let's see. So, who goes first? It is the Narora. Sweet. Not that that matters too much. Okay. So when was all this abilities and stuff? I just need to check. So cover can only be damaged by adjacent units, and creep was something else. At the start of each of your turns during the Onslaught phase. Yeah, I remember reading. So at the start of my turn, and then the wallops when attacking happens. I'm just trying to get all the timing down, because that was the problem with Braun, and I had those spires that I totally forget the name, but the ability that they can attack other spires in the Fortress Gate happens at the start of the turn. And I'd always forget like that because I would just get into my turn, start moving my units, and totally forget to do that. So, yeah, this creep is something I can do now. And there's a reason why I'd want to start moving them. And they can only move on non-adjacent, non-path hexes. So you can't just block the path. Damn. Okay. So what do we got here? We got one up here. I guess that would kind of keep it alive, right? If you kind of moved it like out of the way, because it's cover, right? So it can only be attacked when adjacent. And the only unit that could get it here is the Royal Talon, because it can move on water. So this jerk will go like, he'll go something like along here. And I see what they did here. So the regular path is up here. So the Royal Talon just gets to cruise on here in his own like carpool lane. All the way down to my base. This guy, Royal Talon's going to be at my base super fast unless I defeat him. So by me leaving this here, it gets in his way, assuming he makes it this far past this one with air defense. But this doesn't have air defense, so I have no way of hitting him with it. But if I move it down here, he could still hit it, but I prevent it from getting hit with quick strikes. And I can move it back into place strategically. Let's count the Harriers here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, of course, they're going to be right beside a spire and knock it out before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the Harriers shouldn't, I mean, unless I get up there and mess with them, they should walk right past this one. They should walk right past this one. So I should... The only thing is the Royal Talon again. Yeah. I'll leave it there for now. This one, though. So Harriers, we said, will go up here to this spire. Then what is it? Royal Talon next? Royal Talon, 1. Oh, he'll go here. Because he can go anywhere. 1, 2. And that's not adjacent to it. So I don't want to move it up here. Because, again, he doesn't have air defense. So he can't hit the Royal Talons, and I don't need the Royal Talon hitting it. So if he goes there, that blocks the jousts. And the jousts will be like here, right? So they will smash this one with quick strike because it only has 2 upgrades. So I'm going to... do I slide it this way maybe? So at least it hits one of the jousts back? Yeah, I'll slide it this way, right? I can do that, right? Any direction? Just can't be non-path? This spire can only be damaged by adjacent units. No, that's not the right one. The spire may move onto any adjacent non-path hex. And that's legal, right? Non-path, it's adjacent. I could move it here, I guess, too. And keep it from getting hit at all. But leaving it there is kind of cheeky because it would hit the joust that hits it. I mean, it'll lose 1 upgrade. Oh, but then I don't really want to spend source to like build it back up. But I could save it for next round in the build phase, and I could put some upgrades because it actually can take 3 upgrades, but it only has 2. So I could throw an upgrade on it, but again, I don't want to spend any source here. I'm trying to be cheap. Oh, raise is the ability. Thank you, Ryan. Wouldn't the joust displace Royal since it's flying? Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't even think about that. So Harriers 1, 2, 3, 4. Royal Talon I said would be here. Joust 1. 1, 2. No, it wouldn't. They only go 2, right? Or did they go 3? Yeah, they only go 2. They're not promoted. Unless I read that wrong. Not promoted Jousts. So they only move, because they move 3, I think, on the other side. Yeah, they do. Whoops. Yeah, they only move 2. So the first Joust will actually not displace the Royal Talon. And the second Joust kind of blocks himself in. So, yeah, not promoted. Yeah, usually in solo they give you the promoted ones. So they're like racing across the map. But in this, I think they did it strategically, made them slow and methodical. So they can slowly smash my spires as they're running along with their quick strike. So yeah. I love this solo puzzle, man. Every little thing matters, like everything. Like there's a reason they put all these guys in a specific order to mess with you. There's a reason why all these spires are in the right spots and have the specific upgrades on them and the specific traits. And you have to like figure out why and stuff. I love it. Yeah, solo game. Just this, buying Cloudspire to just play solo all the scenarios, like so far, is like that. It's already worth it. Like if I just bought the base set for like whatever, 120 bucks or whatever it is, and just played the first half of the solo, man, that's already like the hours I've spent on this is just like crazy value, and love it, even though some of it's really stressful. Okay, let's put this guy back on top. All right. So we're good to go. Oh, yeah, this was what I needed to do before. So I passed on this creep. I'll do this creep and move him back here. So I'll let one Joust hit him, and then I smack the other Joust back, maybe rolling a die, maybe, and then they'll be gone. So I don't have to worry after that. Yeah, and airs I don't think have any range, so I shouldn't be worried about it getting hit after that. Like I can move it here if I need to. And then I can bandage it up next wave. Okay, if I thought this through. Okay, so that's done. A lot of thought here, every decision. 1, 2. We got Bishop moving over here for 2 spots. Got 3 range. And nothing happening there. We got our hero. Let's just move Avasi here, I think. Because I think we want to explore this. If it's engaged guy, worst case scenario, I think he just hits for 1. And is that a bad thing? Could just make my hero attack it first, because my hero can always get back to base and heal. The bishop can't, and I want the bishop being in a state where he can get one-shotted by that Royal Talon, because his job is to take out that Royal Talon if he makes it that far. I mean, this guy could hit the Royal Talon for like 4 best case scenario, but I doubt that'll happen. But then there's this one over here that could possibly hit for another 2 dice as the Royal Talon goes by. But I might be already further than that and have to fight the Talon somewhere up here, just by looking at it. So, yeah, I got to keep that in mind. I know he has 3 range, so I should be able to hit it before it hits me, but just keeping that in mind. But you know me. I always like flipping it and seeing what's there. If it's Toxic Secretion, that is great, because I always love to have that near my base. And if I time it right and don't use it to hurt myself, so I could use it as kind of like a defensive mechanism. I don't know if I want to flip it, though. Might leave it till later, because if it's the engage guy, these 2 guys will hit it for 3, but I don't remember the health on it. And then does that mean my next wave guys come out and they have to fight it too, and then it's dealing them damage? I mean, it's not the worst. Could give me a spire right there. Let's peek. You guys okay if we peek? Are we good? Anyone? Anybody against it? Just joking. All right, here we go. Oh, we got the Grail Wasps with Relentless. No fear, Bernardo. No fear. So I don't have to flip this guy. I don't have to flip him. But Relentless, he's got 2 health. So this is the one. I could get 3 source out of it. But this is the one that on a retaliation, which actually my bishop could smoke it, right? But then I don't get any upgrades with this guy, which is kind of annoying. But that's fine. That's fine. I could just get 3 source, clear off a source well. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, that's not too bad. Not the Toxic Secretion I thought it would be. It always seems that way. I think there's like 2 or 3 guys with Toxic Secretion in the swamp, so I always see that. I feel early at my base. But all right. I'm curious, anyone own Portal Seekers? Do you get more swamp chips in Portal Seekers? Because that just right there would make it more interesting, because I feel like I see the same ones over and over again. Source is good and it lets you build a spire, true. But I already have so many spires, I don't need more. Oh, I do need more though. I do need more, because look at this. This is a question I have for you guys. Player, 5 CP plus number of Narora spires in play. Okay? So I'm assuming it's not the Grove Tender spires that are out there right now. Because it says up here, they are not considered Naroran spires. So I'm assuming this only counts spires that I build that are blue chips going forward. Let me know your thoughts on that. Or does it mean I get them for these 6 spires at first, but as they die, I start losing CP? That's, I don't know, but... you get more of everything. I can open and look if you want me to. Oh, I was just curious. No. I was just curious if you guys knew off the top of your head. Don't go dig it out. It's okay. It's okay. I was just thinking of that when I was setting up. I always, like, I'm shuffling the same, like, 6 swamps over and over again. And I wanted Portal Seekers to order with my last order, but it wasn't in stock for Canada or whatever. I couldn't pre-order yet or whatever. I could pre-order, but I didn't want it to delay my Too Many Bones guys that I just got. So I didn't order it, but when it's in stock, hopefully I'll get it then. But anyway, so I was just curious. Okay. Back to it. So, building spires is important, as Bernardo said. If I can build spires, but I can't spend source right now. Stop it, Bernardo. Stop trying to get me to do it. Pretty explicit. You have to build spires to get extra CP. Thank you, John. I thought so. Just double checking. Because I control these spires, I can upgrade them. But they're not Naroran. So I know they're not Naroran, they're not blue. But does that mean, like, they're not Naroran as in I don't own them? I've rented them? I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, so no extra CP. Okay. So I will... Oh, and I saw in the FAQ that I do get the source from these spires destroying the opponent's stuff. Their minions and heroes and whatever. So I do get the source off them. They just don't count towards my CP. Okay, so we reveal this guy. Let's Bishop, fire, kill. Right? No retaliate, no relentless, because it is dead. And I get 3 source. So I'm now at 6. But I'm going to pretend I'm at 0. I don't want to spend it. Let's see if I can not break that. This is gone. Okay. Done. Back over to these jerks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 2. Quick strike. Bang. Zotaman777, thank you for subscribing. Super appreciative of your support. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Joust, quick strike. Boom. Look at it. Yellow chips for days. These guys love these yellow chips. They're just knocking away like they're paper. Pew. Okay. So just lost the fortifications on the first 2 spires, boys. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. This is a preview of things to come over here too. Okay, so now spires will fire. So we said this guy will fire here. This creeping vines will fire on the Joust. Show me a 2. It showed me a 1. That's fine. Better than a blank. So it's down to 2 health. Whoops. And this one I get to roll 2 juicy dice on. I can do it up to 3 range away. This guy. 1, 2. Or this Joust. Oh. Oh. So we said this one we're not too worried about. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, he'll be annoying once he gets to here. He'll be annoying once he gets to here. And this guy will be annoying once he gets to here. I just got to make sure they don't kill these spires. I can beef them up next wave. And another interesting thing, they give you more upgrades than they can handle. Like this thing can only take 3 upgrades, but they give you 4. So even if I wanted a limited build on it now, I got to wait till they take off like a whole bunch and get them down. So I might as well wait till next wave as long as they survive. So this guy's done hitting this one. I'll have the Royal Talon who will be hitting it again next wave. And then this guy, 1, 2, will be hitting it again. So that's 2 more chips. It's down to 2 left. And this joust, 1, 2, 1, 2. That joust won't be there to hit it. And then this one, 1, 2, will hit it again. The other joust will hit it again. I need to kill the joust, I think, because these jousts will wipe this out. I can't prevent the Royal Talon from doing any damage to it unless I attack it now and then attack it again, but it already hit me at least once. It's the joust, the quick striking joust. So I'm actually going to go after this joust here because I have range, actually. I won't have range to do it on the next one. Well, maybe I will still. Okay, we'll see. I'm going for this joust. Yeah. Only one. Only one. Damn. If it was a 2 and a 1 there, I'd have freaking jumped out of my chair. It'd have been great. Okay, they're done. Nothing else to attack. The quick strike guys are the only guys in range of attack. They already did their quick strikes. Now onto my phase. Do I want to move any of these cover things? I don't think so. I'll just leave this guy here, actually, I think. This one, though. So we said Royal Talon, 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, we can actually let... Who's going to hit it first? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we put this guy here, he will hit... He'll lose a chip, but at least he'll do some damage to the Harrier. But then do I have enough time? So that is in 1 turn, 2 turns. This guy will be 1 turn, 2 turn. Do I have enough time to get it out of the way from the Royal Talon by moving it back in and hiding it? Probably not. Probably not. Question. If I move the creeping vines, does it displace a flying? Like if the Royal Talon was beside it and I moved into it, does it flip place with the Royal Talon? I would think yes. I would think yes, right? But I could be wrong. Which is that? Creep. At the start of each turn, the spire may move onto an adjacent non-path hex. And let's go read about flying. Another unit may move onto this unit's hex, forcing the unit. Spire is not a unit, though. Spire is not a unit. Only heroes and minions are. So I would say no. That would be my answer to myself, would be no. But that would be interesting to kind of switch spots with the Royal Talon and let it just keep on going, since I can't hit it anyway. Okay. So let's go 1, 2, 1, 2. Is there a reason I want to use matter distortion at all on this aisle? I don't think so. But there might be a reason. Like this one, there's kind of a path that goes around this. Why I'm thinking matter distortion. Dropping in a Earthscape to kind of block off this whole like around the spire business. Maybe on this aisle it might be good to do, and that way I get him upgraded and he's flying, so he can battle with the Royal Talon worst case too, and he's not going to get hit by these quick striking jerks. Yeah, maybe I wait till he's on this aisle, and then I can build one on here and kind of block the path. And I could be cheeky maybe and block the path. If I move him first in next round, I could put a block. So then I make the bishop go like a longer way around, either slow him down or just let him keep going the way he's going. There's advantages and disadvantages to both. He gets in the action faster to help keep spires alive, but keeping him out of the action let the spires do their work first. So when he does come into play, he's sniping them to the death, like killing them first. But I guess with quick strike, I kind of want to get up there quicker so I can smash these guys before they smash my spires. Okay, just thinking. Oh, John's got Shannon in the Discord talking about Elfinkazi. Oh, we're gonna get some rulings here. Just tell her to come on over to the live stream and we can hash it out. No, I'm just joking. Don't don't do it. Be like, Rob's talking crap on the live stream. He's saying your rules suck. No, I'm just joking. They don't suck. Your FAQ doesn't match. Okay. So that's that. I move. I was just debating with Avance to come down this way to explore this. But what I'm thinking is, do I need to get up here to drop down his matter distortion, get him into the action quicker? No, I'll keep going up. I'll leave this down here. I'm fine. Besides, I don't want to reveal an engaged guy and then he's smashing my hero and I'm all in trouble. So John's saying in quotes here, if you don't use your movement to get back to a perch, you have to use glide bomb / save. But you still have the option of moving that turn, regardless of whether you use it to return to a perch or not. Okay. Tell her to just make it more clear in that FAQ entry then while you're there. Because that FAQ entry specifically says move or use glide bomb or save if you don't return to a roost. Yeah, I just need more clear in that FAQ entry then, I think. Because that to me is the one that confused me and obviously it's confused others. What's going on? Oh, Bernardo said, in Portal, there are 10 additional points of interest. Oh, okay. Like extra landmark chips? Yeah, we were talking about this, Bernardo, before you joined the stream again. John brought it up. We were just discussing it, trying to figure it out. We looked at the Roost Roam on the air sheet. It does say on the Roost Roam, you can move, if you don't return to a Roost, you can use Glide Bomb or Save. Let's just actually have it right here. This is what was confusing. So John brought this up. So after our discussion last week, Bernardo, it says right here, if this unit does not start its turn on a roost, it must either perch on a roost or use glide bomb / save before, of, after its movement, which I believe that's supposed to say or. I wonder if my physical sheet says that too. Yeah, before, of, after its movement. So right there in the Roost Roam, it's saying, yeah, you could do a glide bomb save before or after your movement. In there, it doesn't say you have to get back to the roost. But the FAQ entry was what was messing us up. Which, right here, I guess I could turn off this. Right here, this sentence. Just paste this, John. Paste this in the Discord to Shannon. Just cut and paste this out of the FAQ and show her. Just say, this is confusing. Or is it just me? It's my reading comprehension may be wrong here, but if I just read this, if I was going to FAQ to learn how Elfinkazi's work, you know, because that's what this entry is saying, right? If an Elfinkazi starts its turn not on a roost, perhaps because it moved away the previous turn or its perch was defeated, it either has to use its movement to return to a roost or use its glide bomb or save talent. So with reading that would say you either move to a roost or blow up for some reason. That's all that says. In English, that's how I read that. But, yeah. Anyways, no more on this one, but it does make them more powerful, and that's what we were saying. Bernardo, I was saying that earlier today, that we were talking about how it does seem pretty OP to do that. But that's why I thought the FAQ entry was worded this way. And this is in the printable FAQ. Now that they have a printable one, I never looked at it before. I just want to see it. This is FAQ 1.0. So hopefully that gets updated and makes it more correct, whether it's one way or the other. It just needs to be more clear everywhere it talks about Elfinkazi. It can't just be in like one section on one sheet and then contradict it somewhere else, that's where it gets messy. And that's unfortunate, but it happens. It's a big beast game of rule book, a big beast rule set of a game. So I can't fault them for that, but yeah, you can see where my confusion comes from. But if you're playing at home and it's your copy and you don't have YouTube watching you live, I say do what the hell you want to balance the game you purchased. That's what I say. But if you're at a tournament, I'm sorry. You got to go by the rules of the referees and their judges and all that stuff. If you can't move to a roost, you just blow up. I don't think you get to move unless it's to a roost. Yeah. Yeah, see, Ryan, I'm with you, and that's what that says, but she said she'll check the FAQ. Yes, as long as we can get change. As long as we get it corrected, I'm all good. I'm not pissed off either way. I think it's great. It's good to have these discussions, right? So we all get on the same page. Thank you, John, for calling it out. I very much like it. We stay in Mexico. It is my ball, it is my goal, and it's scored. Awesome, awesome. Even if you're live streaming at home, you can still do what you want. Yeah, true. But I am like kind of putting the game out there, showing it off. I know I do it where I go to people's videos to kind of see how things are played. Yes, there's always mistakes. I make mistakes. But at least sometimes you can see someone do it in a video and then you can go to their comments and then you see if they're incorrect and stuff like that. So I like doing it as best I can for a reference point for people to use, because some people are just visual learners, and I'm kind of like that. Like, I don't comprehend from the rule book everything on the first read. So sometimes I like videos to back me up and kind of show me visually. That's why I love that Chip Theory did those training videos. But I love discussing rules and rulings. It's something that that interested me from playing like LCGs competitively and stuff. It's like all the different interactions in those games get crazy, and I love hearing rulings and why people came to certain decisions and balancing and errata and restricted lists and all that kind of stuff. Like, it interests me very much, and I know there's a lot of players out there that want the rules to be like rock solid. So when they play competitively for 5 hours on an afternoon with 3 of their friends, they don't feel cheated at the end when they played a rule wrong or something is imbalanced. So yeah, that's my reasoning for it. But anyways, back to it. Okay, so I'm done here. These guys go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. This guy just says I go where I want. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, quick strike. Boom. No other quick strikes. Great. Spires will be firing. I want to... Either one of these jousts are both at 2 health left. I need to kill one of these jerks, or they're going to destroy this spire. I have to kill one right now. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. I will go on... I'll go on the back one here. I still have range to fire at it. I might as well go for it. I still have 1 range chip. Oh, I got the 4! On a unit, I only need 2! Screw you, dice. Screw you. Damn it. The double 2s. If I just picked Royal Talon, I'd be loving it right now, but again, it wouldn't be dead though, and I would be down a spire. And the key right now is to keep the spires alive and not spend source. Yes, okay, I killed him either way. I do get 2 source out of that. And I squish another ostrich. Okay, and now no other spires can reach anybody. No. Oh, did I want to move that one? I can move it again next wave, right? I'll still think about it. Anyways, this fired. This guy will attack here, hitting it, knocking away the last range, so it's down to just 2 attack chips. And that is that. Mark's here. Hey, Mark. How's it going? Thank you for your donation. I'm pretty sure it was you that donated on PayPal the other day. I noticed it in my email. It didn't come up during the live stream. I don't know why, but thank you. If I didn't thank you earlier, I appreciate that. Let's see. Too many good live playthroughs from your channel. No time to play for myself. I'm sorry. At least you have your priorities right, Mark. I appreciate that. You can watch these later, but I know live it's obviously more fun to join live. But just put it on while you're playing something. That's what Ryan does in the chat. He likes to play games while he listens to my beautiful voice in the background. And it's a funny story. I probably mentioned it before many times, but people have told me at conventions they put on my videos to fall asleep. I do that with podcasts, so I'm not offended by it, but it's just funny that people just put on my videos and let them play as they fall asleep. Also, some people have told me they watch while driving, and that I was like, no, please don't do that. On their long drives to work, they put me on in the car, but they don't watch, they just listen. But again, if I'm putting them to sleep when they're driving, that's another bad thing. Adam, what did you ask? Okay. Exactly, says Ryan. All right, so let's continue on here. I'm having too much fun today. All right. So he did his damage. This thing's down to 2. It's going to get hit one more time by the Joust at least, but it still will be alive, down to 1 chip, just like this one. Okay, my turn. We're going to use creep. I think are we okay with using creep? Do we want to hide, keep us away from this Harrier? If we leave it here, the Royal Talon, 1, 2, 1, 2, smashes it. 1, 2, smashes it again. It's still alive though. But this Joust coming up from behind here, if it doesn't get killed by a 1 attack die, which it probably won't, it will be running with 1 health. 1, 2, 1, 2, and it will hit it for its last chip. I wanted to originally move this to be more aggressive, to hit this Harrier, but I think I just need to keep it out of the way of the Joust. But I have time, I think. So if I move it here now, the Harrier knocks away 1, and then it rolls 2 on the Harrier. And the Royal Talon's here. And then I move it back. But then the Royal Talon is up in its face, knocks it down to 1. And then I move it away. It should still be safe, because then the Joust can't get it. That's my theory. Hopefully I do that correctly. I will rewind if I have to, if I'm being dumb and have not calculated correctly, but I'm going to move up here. That should be Harrier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if I move it once to the right, it can fight with the Harrier. Maybe kill one of them, rolling 2 dice. Then I move it back, which I still should have time to before the Royal Talon blocks it in. It'll get 1 hit from the Royal Talon, which I'm fine with. I think it would either way. Even if I hit it down here, it would. And then I can move it out of the way so this Joust doesn't come and get it, I think. If the Joust is still alive. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it should work out. Woo! Mark's leaving his Marvel Legendary again. At least you're being productive. You're getting 2 things done today. I love it. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Okay, yeah. So we'll move it once to the right. That's what we're doing. Okay, well, let's move our guys. So first, I'm debating Avance first to do that whole matter distortion, where I would take this one, and I could, if I moved here onto this aisle, or here, I could, oh, I can't drop it here. I could do it here to kind of block the path. That doesn't stop the bishop. He still comes this way. And he'll push Avance out of the way. That's fine. Or I keep Avance only 1 space in. I drop this like here or something. That way I put a spire kind of there. That would stop. If I build a spire on that, it stops the Royal Talon in future waves from coming through this direction. He has to kind of go a long way around, which is interesting. But I could just build it like this, and that way my then promoted Avance could fly across here, and it's still a path for him. And then that makes the bishop go a long way around. That'll slow the bishop down a little bit, kind of get The Royal Town and the Harrier will get to come a little closer and might damage a few more spires, so it could be a little costly in upgrades next wave. And hopefully I have enough. Plus I want to build spires. Yes, I want to build spires. I'm not going to have enough. 2 source, 4 source, that's 6, 7, 8. That's 16 source. I mean, that's quite a bit. What are my spires? What do they cost for me to get some monolith spires? Probably my favorite spires in the game, these guys. 4 source a pop. So I could build like 4 spires. But I would probably want to upgrade like this one. I'd want to upgrade. Oh, Wallop. I forgot about Wallop. I could push the Joust back or the Royal Talon back. But I don't want them hitting me again. That's interesting. Yeah, and I can't wallop them into the range of something else either, which is annoying. Unless I move this creep guy up, but then... Yeah, that would have been... I missed that opportunity. That would have been fun. But maybe not the best. Okay. So, let's do Avanci. He will... If we're going to build over here, it's fine. So let's just move one either way. I don't know what's better, putting it on like this side or even down here. I want the source well like near the guys, but I don't want it near quick strike guys. So I think that kind of answers my problem. I think I'll just throw it here. Or if I go here, does this make it more hexes to be hit by this one? Maybe. Yeah, let's just go... Oh, this is tough. Yeah, this matters a lot. It's funny, this one's no path on it either. So, like, it didn't matter. I want to block it off anyway, but just trying to funnel them through, right? And what's the best? I guess this one's kind of interesting because if the Royal Talon can go down this way, he'll have... Well, I guess this one doesn't hit him, but this one would hit him if I put an air defense one here. So that'd be interesting. Yeah, let's just go like that. That way Avanci has kind of a little highway here too, I think. And then they kind of have a longer path coming by this cover one. So it will smash them as they come by the shrubbery. Okay, so Bishop will move this way. Okay. And Avanci flipped over, right? And he's now promoted with flying. 3 health, 1 attack, 3 move now. Instead of 2 move, right? Yep. And yeah, he can go on water or below terrain, which is sweet. And if I get Spire built here, these don't have influence. So I can't build a Spire anywhere. I have to build Naroran Spires to get influence still. So I have influence here, but if I build on this source well I've uncovered, I then could build on this one. And then if I uncover this one, could build there. And then I already have this uncovered by these. This is cool having creep on this because I can uncover a source well like, so I can build my own Spire on it, which is kind of awesome. And have like a wall of spires. This one's cool. I'm excited to see how this gets in like wave 3 and so, where I have like spires, all like a row of like 2 spires on every aisle, just like shredding them apart, which will be funny. So I should really build cheap spires back here. What is my cheapest spires I can buy? Aspects. Oh, but I want to buy ones with connected. And they cost 4. Yeah, connected spires are the best. The best. Air defense. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a pricey little investment in that defense system. Okay, done. I already did the creep before that, right? I think so. I'll actually move this guy in here. Let's keep him safe. Ish. We'll just move that there. Okay, so done. Next. Leading minion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. Quick strike. Quick strike. These guys. At least I didn't pay for any of those upgrades. Or I'd be really upset. Okay, let's do 2 attack dice on Harrier. 2. So we kill the top one. 1 source. Woo! Okay, the other one, group 1, comes out from the bottom. All right. Now, this one is going to hit here. Show me a 2. It's a 1. At least not a blank. So he's down to 1 health. Okay, I like it. I like it. Oh, can this one reach? 1, 2. No, this one cannot reach. Can we pretend he has creep and just like kind of move him this way? No, I'm just joking. All right. Okay, they're done. Start of my turn. Creeping this guy back, right? That was our master plan. Creeping him back. Going to hide in the corner over here on the edge of the island. Okay. Then, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll do bishop. 1, 2. And Avanci. Or Avance, however you say it. 1, 2. It's going to get up in the action. I'm going to try to explore this if I can get that far, or just maybe get him an upgrade if I can. I just got to be careful he doesn't get one-shotted from the Royal Talon. Yeah, that could be a problem. Oh, he moves 3 actually. Yes, let's run him up to the corner as fast as we can. As fast as we can. All right. Make sure everything's still okay. Yes. All right. Range 3. 1, 2, 3. No, cannot fire on anybody. 1, 2, 3. Close though. Yeah, see, if I didn't make him go the long way around, this bishop could already be firing on the Harrier, I think. So he would have been like here, then here. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have built that there. Yep. Didn't think of that. Didn't think of that. The next, the Harrier will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Harrier will be here, quick striking this. Nope. Does the hero first? Yeah, hero first. Yeah, it hits my hero. Oh, he can't hit my hero. So then he'll go after the spire. Damn. Yep, messed that up. There's my first big mistake there. I think not having this guy be able to squish this guy. Okay. That's fine. Another fortification we have to pay for later. All right. So I can't fight anything. No spires to fire on me, obviously. Over to these guys. We're going to move cover guy down here. Or no, sorry. That was me already going. These guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Quick strike. Man, these guys, these Harriers, I can't believe how far they've gotten. I obviously haven't chose to hit them, but they just kind of, I guess being grouped makes sense. And they grouped them on purpose too, so I couldn't use my incorporeal or whatever to jump over them, and my stasis and my, I think in the possess and stuff. I can't do it on grouped minions. Okay, spires. This one will fire here. Can't reach there, a flying guy, so 2 dice on the Harrier. Blow him up. Puff of feathers. Let's go. It hits it for 1. Get out of here. Wow. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Now this one hits for 3. Knocks that off. It's down to 1 chip. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, I got to get out of the way or it's in trouble. Okay. They're done. First, my turn. Creep. Creep out of the way. Go, go, go. Let's see here. This guy will be 1, 2. I don't need him attacking Avance. I need Avance going up this way. 1, 2, and 3. And 1. Okay. No spiders of fire. Explore. What do we get? Thorax, toxic secretion, 5 health. I think not. I need the bishop to go by first. Yeah, I think not. Because this guy will ignore that. He won't go there. This guy could get over there, but I think he'd be dead by the bishop first. And this Harrier's already past that. So yeah, that would only hurt me. So I could reveal that later. Now that we know Harriers get over there first. And if I look at the scenario, next wave, oh, wind rushes are fast too. Yeah, 4 movement. So wind rush group with the Royal Talon. Yeah, I can leave that up for them. Jousts moving at 3 and a Harrier behind. Yeah, toxic secretion. Yum, yum, yum. That's good. Yeah, if I can get that launched up. What else after that? More wind rush crap. Harriers and Jousts promoted. Yep, more crap. Look at the Royal Talon sneaking under there hidden. This is dirty. Dirty. Look at this. Royal Talon hidden under 2 Hummingers. Yeah, those waves are going to they're going to get crazy later. Wow. Wow. Yeah, not looking forward to that. Okay. Okay. Let's go with attack on this guy. Right? It's the only option. And he doesn't retaliate. So we blow him up. We get 1. Whoa. We get 1 source. 1 source. 10. We're at 10. Don't spend it, Rob. Don't spend it. Don't spend it. Okay. Okay. So now let's go. These guys. It's a leading minion now. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, he's hidden. He doesn't get hit by that, which is good. Spires to fire. 1, 2. Not enough range. Not enough range. Not enough range. Wouldn't the attack be on your hero, not the spire? No, he has flying. Yeah. Yeah. You do what I do. You ask yourself a question, or you ask a question, then you answer it yourself. I do that all the time. Yeah. He has flying. That's why, that's why I thought he would get hit because of priority, but nope. Yeah, he couldn't hit him. That's why I wanted to flip to flying as fast as possible before all the quick strike guys got over there and they were killing my hero. Now I just have to worry about Royal Talon. Okay. So no spires to fire, unfortunately. Spires aren't the greatest, but they're all still alive. That's my mission, and not spending source. If I was going to spend source this wave, man, I would have picked like this one when it had a bunch of attack dice and loaded up. Oh, no, I couldn't because, again, the upgrade limits. I guess right now I would have probably, I would have been more aggressive and threw chips underneath. Yeah. Anyways, all right. Where was I? No spires to fire. They can't attack anything, right? So we're good. My turn. Cover. Is there any reason? No, this guy won't have range. I mean, like, see right now, I would have spent source. I would have put some range under this thing when it had 2 attack upgrades still. Once it lost that first fortification, then I would have used that range to shoot like that Harrier when it was near here. I would have shot the Joust, and it would have been nice, but yeah, that's okay. So, all right, this guy's gonna go 1, 2. I want to see what this one is. And this guy 1, 2. No spires. I'll have my hero just kill the Joust. No retaliate. 2 source. Up to 12. Let's throw an attack upgrade under this guy. Can only take 1 upgrade. So now he's a 3/2/3, which I think is very nice for a free hero. Joust, okay. This guy, I think he needs to do what he was paid to do. He's going to hit here for 2 and no retaliate. So Royal Talon's down to 3 health. Got to take out the behemoth. If I take him out too quick, Avance will go into campfire mode. And that might be okay. As long as I don't get too close to their base and get stuck right in front of their base and get pounded as they come out. Although, does the Windrush have range? No, just Assault. Oh, Assault. Yeah, Windrush smashing spires again. Oh, yeah, I'll have to upgrade this spire. I have to get that spire like beefed up so it can handle that crap. Especially if it's coming out first, it'll be just like the Harriers this wave, where it'll stop right here. Assault. So if I have fortification under it, knocks that away, then it'll knock under the next chip unless it's a fortification. Yeah. But then again, it can't hit my flying hero, which is good. What else did it have? Joust can't hit him. Yeah, so Avance might be able to hang out over there unless they build a spire. He might be able to do some exploring over here. I can probably do that safely with his flying ability. I just know on previous playthroughs I've gotten too close to the base, and then the wave ends, and he goes in campfire, and I'm like, oh crap. And then the next wave starts, there's a giant stack of dudes that come out, and they can just kill my hero super fast. At least that's not going to happen here. I hope. All right. Done. My wave. Their wave. Yeah, they're only minion here, right? 1, 2. Spire will fire. 1, 2. Has air defense. 2 range total. 2 attack dice. It's got 3 health left. Oh, I forgot to explore, didn't I? Oh, yes, I did, right? Yeah. Grizzled Oak. 6 health, Grizzled Oak. It retaliates for 2. It could give me a Spire. That is pretty huge. And it ignores influence, right? So I could then use that as influence going forward. Just thinking here. Oh, it's not going to be here. It's going to be in the rule book. I know where this is. I've looked this up before. You may immediately build a spire on this source while at no cost, and ignoring influence restrictions, this cannot exceed your maximum spire limit. Maximum spire limit. I forgot about that. Does that count all these spires that are out here? That's good to know before I start building Naroran spires, isn't it? Oh, that's in the solo book, right? Sorry, one sec. One sec. There's no limit on the number of spires an AI faction may construct, except the number of spires in their barracks, generally 8. Except by the number of spires in their barracks. Generally 8. Oh my god. In solo mode, players are limited to 6 spires. In co-op, they're limited to 5 in play at a time. Ooh. I think these count. Do they count for me, or because they're not Narora and they don't count? I don't know. But I control these, and there's 6 of them, which is my limit. So what I'm getting from that is I probably shouldn't be building spires because that's outside the limit. If anyone in the chat, John, what do you think? Or what do you know? What do you know? Can I build spires on when I have 6 of these Grove Tender spires out here? Like, they're not considered Naroran, but I control them. The wording exactly was, you can build your own. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, because I was about to ruin all my fun. I was like, man, I'm saving up all my source. I'm going to build these spires on all these wells. I'm trying to uncover them. But yeah, limit of 6. But then I think that's why they gave me Grove Tender in this scenario, is so that it gets around that, right? So that could be more funny. Yeah, it just says you're limited to 6 spires. Yeah, it doesn't say you can't. Yeah, I assume it means build. All right, John says you can build your own spires. So we're going with that. All right. That's what I thought the whole time. I was like thinking they're not mine. They're not Naroran, but I do control them. Okay, Grizzled Oak. Grizzled Oak. That's what we were thinking about. So I could build a spire there, but if I leave this guy there, my bishop, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, will fire on him for 2, no retaliate. Then move here, fire on him, get retaliated for 2. Again, I could wait to reveal this guy till the bishop's passed, and then let the bishop shoot. Getting a spire would be crazy. I think I'll wait. So we had, what, Toxic Secretion guy here? Yeah. Thorax, Toxic Secretion, Grizzled Oak. Man, nothing I wanted to flip yet. But it's okay. It's okay. At least it's stuff that's good on the path against the opponent. That's kind of good. So I'll let them deal with it. Okay, so this guy moved here. We're now firing on this guy. The Royal Talon is going to get shot on by just this spire with air defense. Cannot get shot on by a shrubbery. It does not have air defense. And gets hit for 2. So he's down to 1 left. So no campfire mode yet for me. That means this jerk is going to come and hit this spire too. Oh my god. At least I have this air defense down here, but it has like no range. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I could make it move here though, because those are equal spots. It's still getting the most progress. Yeah, I think I can make the Royal Talon go against that one. Otherwise, it's hitting my base for 3 and then getting retaliated and killed. Worst case. Worst case. All right, my turn. Creep, not moving creep. So bishop, 1, 2. Hansi, 1, 2, 3. Or yeah, that okay. So then, yeah, I think so too. It's just for the whole CP thing. That's why they call them not Naroran spires. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, if you're gonna have a tea here. I could have moved my hero first. Yeah. So let's go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Unless I want Avance to keep going forward. Yeah, maybe let's do that. Let's keep going forward. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because then I can maybe get this one uncovered. No, probably not, right? 1, 2. So I have another turn. 3, 4. Oh, I could get to it, I think. Yeah, I can get to it, I think. Okay, we'll just keep pushing forward, try to get to that other chip. Okay. Range, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can still hit this guy. I can still hit him. So he's dead. Yep, I can still hit him, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. So 4 source. Now I'm in campfire mode. So knowing that, would I want to end there? Would I want to end there? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. 4 more source. 16. 16 source. Royal Talon. 1 big turkey down. 1 big turkey down. 1 royal turkey in the toilet. All right. Let's go. Now he's campfired. All opposing guys are gone. So that's good. It didn't even hit this shrubbery, so that's fine. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. Actually, we'll do 1, 2. And then we'll move and make him go in his spot there. No spires, right? Nothing to fire. He's just literally walking on. Oh, hold on. 3 range. If he was here, 1, 2, 3. Nope, not enough range. Here he's enough range though. So we'll fire for 2 on the base, right? There's no air spires. I think that was the limit, right? Is that the default little rule there? The Air's Fortress Gate cannot take damage while there are air spires in play. There are not yet. Naroran units attacking the Fortress Gate while the air spires are in play are immediately defeated. No, I don't have to do that right now. So I think we're still okay. So hit for 2. Retaliate. He's down to 3 health. I don't think I can beat it. I think I can get down to like 8, right? Or 8 damage total on it, I think, at this point. Okay, so we will, whatever, move in. Fire again. Down to 6. Retaliate. I don't want to do a creep, right? Yeah, no. Okay, so we'll fire again. Retaliate. And then fire again. Down to 2. And retaliate. Bishop is Forgotten Graves. Is that my only bishop? Nope. I have another bishop, boys. I got another one. Okay, so that ends the wave. Wave 2. No die rolls at the beginning, which is nice. No source. Market phase. Oh yeah, I never revealed the next one of these. Market. I mean, the Fashioner is kind of fashionable right now to improve spires. Right. Adjacent to a friendly spire. I would assume that's a friendly spire if I ended adjacent to some of these, right? But I can pay 2 source to put an upgrade on it, which seems pretty cheap. But how long will this guy live and how far does he get? I've done this guy before and he like doesn't really get that far. So he's like beefing up the ones near your home base. But I need him to beef up like these ones, and the heirs will already be like up here by the time this guy's like anywhere at all. At least 3 move, but still. 1, 2. Yeah, he'll be like around here, and then the Windrush will be over here somewhere already, and then yeah, because the heirs met my guy that moved for 2 there, so maybe he would be here when he meets the heirs, or the Windrush that moves for 4. So we could beef up like this one, beef up this one, beef up this one. It's not nothing. It is only 2 costs. I have to spend 3 source now. So let's say that worked in a magical, happy unicorn world. Perfect picture. 3 source to buy him. Then 6 more source of upgrades. That is 9 spent when that would cost me. I probably wouldn't do it to this one. I probably would only spend 4. So 7 total, let's say, on the 2 upgrades here using the Fashioner. Plus his cost, that's 7. And I can't upgrade this right now because it's limited to 2. It's sitting with 4. So that would be me breaking the rules. That'd be great. Like I can get around that limit because he ignores limit, the upgrade limit. Yep, he does. And this one is already maxed out right now technically because it has 3 upgrades on it and it can only take 3. So yeah, that would be pretty good. I could stick a range under this one, give it some beef. Yeah, and then throw like a range under that one, or fortification. Probably a range. Yeah, we have lots of range ships to spare. So, yeah. And those are more expensive than just throwing a fortification under. So if I'm taking advantage of the Fashioner, spending 2 swords, putting a range or an attack under there is better efficiency, as I'm saving more rather than just the fortification always costs 2. So yeah, if I want to put that Fashioner to work, that's the best way to do it, I think. He moves for 3, so grouping him to sneak him to these ones, I don't see that happening because I have to get through a Wind Rush with the Royal Joust hidden underneath, and I have to get to through 2 promoted Jousts grouped together and a Harrier. Yeah, I don't see that happening. And I kind of like blocked off the little dual path thing here. So that may have hurt myself too, being able to sneak the Fashioner around one other way and have them come the other way. I don't think they would really meet over here though. But I could have used Avance if I purchased this Hex, or I let him die on purpose and got him back using Forgotten Graves. I could drop another one over here. Maybe somehow to make like an extra way that the path kind of like, you know, is a little thicker here, so there's like a bypass point where the Fashioner could pass some of them, even if he was grouped under like an Incorporeal. Can he go under the Incorporeal? There's a guy he can though, I think. Yeah, under a Nitrous, but that's 6 CP, and I need to get some more CP generated too. So anyways, just some thoughts, thinking out loud here. Fashioner, I'm in market phase. I don't know if he's worth it. Excuse me. And Mark saying, Narora looks like fun to play. Only played the first 3 scenarios with Bronze so far. Yeah, Narora's interesting. They're the one I was most looking forward to playing in the solo. But I want to play it in through succession. You can just jump ahead, of course. Which I would have normally done, but I like playing in video series, just playing it in the order it was designed, kind of meant to be played. But I think if I just were playing the game casually, I would have looked at whatever factions and then just jumped to the scenario and played the 4 scenarios of the one I want to try the most. I also want to try the Grige really bad. So keep an eye on the channel. Eventually I'll get to those, but I'm looking forward to trying them out eventually. I have never even like taken them out of their package pretty much. So I do have that expansion and I will play with them eventually. All right. So source. I'm sitting with 16 freaking source. So many things I want to spend it on. So that tells me, unless I fail this scenario, and as long as I keep my gate locked and intact and not smashed down by a big royal turkey, I've observed source Sabbath by not spending any source for 1 full wave. I achieved that, right? I didn't spend it on anything. I avoided source field. I avoided limited build options. I avoided spending that 3 source on a nice, I don't know, Fashioner or the mini harvester earlier. Yeah, I think we're good. I didn't buy an Earthscape. Nothing. Achieved. So as long as we keep the Noran base locked down for 4 more waves, that's it. Just 4 more long ass waves. We will be good. Okay, sweet. So we got 1 renown for sure, as long as we keep our base up. And they're gonna get Academy Peak level 2. Is that the promotion one? Yep, master training. Faction minions may be promoted when they defeat a unit or spire. Ooh, so Windrush could be promoted if he defeats a unit or spire. Royal Talon could be promoted. Harrier that's in the back of the pack could be promoted. That's gross. Oh, and heirs are going to build a high-rise spire. Oh, they're going to get their own spire. Oh, so I can't hit their base until I destroy the spire, which doesn't have a fortification on it. Does not have a fortification. And it's on their fortress. Attack, attack. Range. I'll just let them build it, even though I guess they would have the first chance to build anyway. So attack, attack, range. Let's build it here. And what is it? A high rise, which has no traits. No traits, so nothing special. It just has that extra range and 2 attack dice. But by me putting it here, it is range 1, 2, 3. If I come over with a bishop or a Arcbright who has 3 range, I can shoot it before it shoots me. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So I'm going to place it there. Assuming that's where my guy even ends his movement. That could actually hurt me. If I end my movement here, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's tough actually. Or if I end it maybe over here. I thought I was all genius, but yeah, if I put it here, I now have the option of being here, 1, 2, 3 to shoot it out of its range, or here, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So now I have 2 more spots. If I built it here, it can shoot me in both these spots, but I can still shoot it here. But I don't know where my guy's going to end up. I'm not going to do that math. I'll put it at the further spot. That way I can hopefully hit it before it hits me. Mark's waiting. He's going to play his solo scenarios in order. Still waiting for his first 2-player game. Aw. Is it because you're having trouble like finding someone who will sit down for the couple hours it is to teach them and play like a wave of the game? And no one wants to dedicate like the 5 hours it would take for teaching plus playing their first game? Or I find co-op is better, just to dive them into co-op if you can. Or your significant other if you have one, or your friend, your close buddy doesn't want to play the game. Curious. John says the Nororan High Priest approves of your observing the Sabbath. Oh man. Oh man, that's a good one, John. Good one. I like it. I like it. Approved. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So we're still at the problem of I get 5 CP. So when I see 5 CP plus number of Nororan Spires in play, I have none. So I'm literally only getting 5 CP. But if we take a peek at the Nororan sheet, where is it? Right up here. Lumia Delegation, Pavilion Level 1. I like buying this one usually when I play Narora in co-op or PvP. At the start of the prep phase, you may exchange 2 source for 1 CP or 4 source for 2 CP. And the reason why I might want to do that is I start looking at these guys that are all 6s and... Oh, Angibin's only a 4-3. So if I got 2 more, I could get a channel guy that would help me beef up more source. Do I care though? I mean, that bishop last turn was not bad. That was not bad. And let me actually, I'm going to actually set up their stuff now, just so I know what I'm, like, I can see it on paper, but visual. So Royal Talon under a Windrush. That's so dirty. And remember, they can get promoted if they destroy a unit. And the Windrush is 5 health. Flying across the board at 4. So we're going to have a Royal Talon like down here in no time, I think. Unless I can smash this thing. And then 2 promoted Jousts. And they get 4 health with the Fury Kick thing, so they can switch spots with my guys before they quick strike, so that helps them get around units. Okay, and then Harrier, just regular one lonely little Harrier hiding underneath with quick strike. But again, he can get promoted also. Let's start with Jose. Yeah, they're grouping everything together, so I can't use my the control, like the mesmerize or whatever it's called, or possess. Yeah, I can't use possess. I don't think I can use incorporeal, or however you say it. Oh no, incorporeal I can. Yeah, it's something about ungrouped with incorporeal. So I can still use that to jump over them and steal source, get past them, run for the base. But I gotta kill that spire. I gotta kill that spire. If I can kill that spire and kill their base with 2 health left, I win. And I get all 3 renown, right? I don't care what these guys do as long as they don't destroy my base first. So there's a fine balance here to spend source. This is going to be rough. I think I will try play the solo scenarios. Okay, so need to find the time. We'll play through it with my son, or yes, maybe with my gaming group co-op. Yeah, it's tough. Like, I found with my wife, we played the PvP to learn, and it was a little tough because she's sitting across the table, and I find with co-op, if you've already played some solo, it's the same rules as co-op. So if you've already played solo a bunch in order, is my assumption, at the point you go to teach somebody, it is no different other than there's, yes, a few twists on the rules, but at least you're playing with them and you're sitting side by side with them and you're working through options with them. I find trying to teach PvP, you can still have them keep the sheet down, but they're probably across the table from you. Yeah, you can put them on the same time as the table. Yes, they can build their base right next to your base. And yes, those base rules of PvP are less complex, obviously, than adding on the extra layer of co-op and solo rules, but if you are down with the solo, you can teach co-op and solo just to give them, like, you're working together so you can help make decisions and they can kind of still see the flow of the game and how units move and how things work. And then it's easier when you rope them into PvP later because it's less to know. Like, you know, that's just the thing I would say. But John is right. He played his first 2-player game with only 30-minute teaching and we had a lot of fun. Ignore events for the first game. Ah, yes, very true. That was a good tip. And Sven is scared to teach this. Yeah, and I think that's the problem with the game. We're not seeing enough PvP playthroughs and people talking about PvP. All the reviewers who got the game, they played solo and then did a review. Like, not many of them played PvP or talk about PvP. That's my feeling I get. That's the buzz I get, is that everyone's just like trying out the solo scenario and then they judge the game based on that. Because they're having trouble finding someone to actually commit the time to learn the game. And that's its biggest barrier of entry is that learning curve. But that's why these videos hopefully will help that. But anyways, yeah, John's right though. 2-player game is easier because of the lower rule set, and as long as you play your first game with like not competitive, you're like the same way I teach someone an LCG or competitive card game, play with your hand down, like play with their sheet out, talk them through why they'd be building what in the wave, explain why they'd want to build something and let them beat you. Like, tell them to build certain things that counter your things. And so they get around that understanding. Point out fortress advancements that they want to build. Don't make them read the whole sheet for 20 minutes to decide. Like, you pick what they're doing and explain to them why, and then let them read through the sheet after they played a whole game. Then those rules will make more sense. Like, don't just let them read the fortress advancement sheet lost in the first wave. Like, make them kind of like Spirit Island, the way it comes with those cards that you pick the power cards in order for your first games. Do that for them. Pick their options. In wave 1, you're going to do this, but like, you do it on the fly. And then in wave 2, you're picking this. Like, don't let them get analysis paralysis and get lost in those, because these reference sheets, like, you don't want to hand someone this and go, yeah, okay, your turn. What are you going to build? Yeah, what are you going to build? Like, they're just going to be lost. They're going to be like, why am I this doesn't make any sense to me. So that's my recommendation. Anyways, all right. So let's go. So we built them up. So yeah, I'm stuck here. 16 source. Like, do I want to pump it into CP? Do I want to just build spires? If I build spires, that goes into CP, so it's probably the better way to do it rather than just doing fortress upgrades. Do I need this bishop back? Forgotten Graves. What can I do with the Forgotten Graves? How much will it cost me to get him back? Level 3 naming stones. Before selecting your units each prep phase, you may spend 2 source threads. So 5 source to get him back, and then he uses 5 CP. That's pricey. Or I could build 4 beautiful spires. Can I build 4? 1, 2. I could buy this and join the aisle. I could buy this. Join the aisle. Then I build here. And then I build here. And I skip this. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I don't have enough source after I buy this, though. That's the problem. Unless I build a cheap spire is one of them. I could just do that. Buy a two source spire just to get me more influence out there. Do some portal / rift walk or whatever it's called to shorten your way. I have to find. I mean, I could build a portal up here and then build one down here. And that keeps them away from all these. But then I still get clogged up here and it'll be a bloodbath. Yeah, that'd be a bloodbath because the Wind Rush, even if I killed a Wind Rush with 5 health, then I have a Royal Talon coming out with 5 health, my units would just get shredded because even attacking, they get retaliated for like 3 off a Royal Talon. And then we got the Joust that hit for 2. Grouped together. I need the spires to do work on them. I need the spires to chisel these guys down. And then my guys, while they're going slowly, I need them to, basically when they meet, I need them to meet when my guys have more health than their guys do. That's my only choice. If I could build a portal to sneak around them, but in that case, I should have built this like, you know, this way. So then I could have made a portal there or something. Which I could do. But that's like a long-term thing. Like I could get sneaky with it now. Naroran, they cost 3 source for these Naroran ones. I wish one of these was a portal. That might have helped. Maybe one of these, no, not this one won't be, but maybe this one is. If that one's a portal, if this one up here is a portal, that would be amazing. Then I could really do some damage. But part of me just wants to build connected spires, but part of me also wants to just upgrade these. Like, I should just spend all my source to beef this up. And beef this one up. And not worry about CP. Yeah, you're right, Mark. You're right. A lot of skills. Yeah, a lot of skills. Yeah, no. The possess is on ungrouped. Ungrouped. After this unit's movement may convert an adjacent ungrouped opposing. Yeah, see, ungrouped. Ungrouped. That's why they group these guys all up, to prevent that from happening. They're trying to stop me from taking a Royal Talon out. Which, if I was able to line up the possess in the last wave and take over the Royal Talon, there is a chance that I could have won in that wave, I think, by the Royal Talon smashing the crap out of their base. Especially if they had no spires, right? The Royal Talon would just walk in, 5 health, but then I would have had to make sure my units don't hit it. But that's the thing. My medium would have had possess and can't hit a Royal Talon. And then for two source, I would have built one of these conduits or drifts, which wouldn't hit a Royal Talon because they don't have range. And then but I don't know where the Royal Talon would be. Yes, I could have probably mathed it all out and then figured out where the point is where I could trap the Royal Talon. But I think, yeah, I don't know. That might have been too risky. Because then what if some landmark chip or something screwed me over and killed my possessed guy? Then I would have not had the Royal Talon. That's what my fear was. But right now the base is at 2 health. If I'm being aggressive, Avancé's here. He can duck down and go through this way. And it's kind of cool that the Royal Talon has the Wind Rush right now, so it's forced to use the path. So it won't block me in here. And my flying guy can just kind of come down through here, let these guys pass. Although I can't do anything because the high rise is there. But I might be able to nerf the ring. Nah. No. I don't want to put him in harm's way like that. Yep, I can't put him in harm's way. Yeah, that spire there. That's why they did that. So Avancé is not going to be the guy to do the blow on the base. I can't damage it right now. I have to come in with... I have to come and do it with one of these range guys. Bishops. Everything's very fuzzy, or you gotta focus. It's probably just your bandwidth maybe, John. Yeah, it looks good on my end. Let me see if my upload's still going okay. Yeah, it still says the stream's good on my end. Oh, yeah, it's probably just dropping the lower quality because maybe you had like a hiccup on your internet or whatever. The pipe between you and me got choked somewhere. Everyone watching Netflix. All right. Yeah, my kid's not home yet, so she's not killing the network, so we're good. Okay. So we're back here, 16 source. So if I build spires, and let's say, I like that idea of the rift walk, but the timing on it, that could be very cool. I could sneak a guy past. But I don't think I can. I needed this to be built like this. I could just buy an Earthscape and like put it here, but that's the same thing as here. I could, I don't know. I have to get influence first, but maybe here. Nope, that blocks. Yeah, this Earthscape's maybe not the best. I guess I could just build over top of this one and put it there. Then I could build a cheap one here, build a portal here. And let's think. Let's say it's bishop. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Ends here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I even get to fire on that guy. But then behind, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, see, I think the Harrier and the Joust will block the bishop. So he can't then just like sneak out behind them. He'll have to like move into the fray. It counts as a path hex though, right? Where is it? Nora and Rift. Usable by Nora units. Treat the spire as a path hex. Moving on to an instantly teleports the unit to another chip with the talent Nora and Rift or Rift Walk, unless there are none. So if I built this here, and I put, let me just think, I don't know if this works. If I put Nauroran Rift on here, and that's the only Nauroran Rift I build, and there's no other portal, could I not use my bishop to sneak behind here and hope they run by? Then there's like that 2-path thing here, and this is, I think, better choke point to do that, where he could sneak by, right? Because it would treat it as a path hex. And then I could go by that way. Actually, this is path 2. because that is path under that Sourcewell, right? I think. It's the same kind of. Yeah, I think it's a path. Maybe not. Maybe it's just plains, I think. I just end too many bones with my wife. She liked it, but just tutorial full of hard and new stuff for her. Matush, how's it going? That's a good idea. Never thought about that. PathX portal. Yeah, my wife does that. Like we use that when we're playing each other or doing co-op. We use that PathX kind of like as a way just to sneak around guys and stuff like that. But that costs 5 to do that. And will that actually do that? So let's say bishop again. Let's do our little math exercise here, our little steps. So bishop 2, Windrush. Let's do the joust or the harrier at the back. So harrier would be here because he'd be blocked. He'd be blocked by the joust that would end here. So harrier is only moving 3 spaces each time because he is behind a joust. So that's turn 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Boom. Now, but then the Windrush in front. 4. They go first, right? Where's that? Do they go first? Yes. Yeah, they go first. So Windrush in front. Bishop, Windrush, bishop, Windrush, bishop, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no. Bishop doesn't sneak by there. He gets caught by the Windrush. Caught by the Windrush. Caught by the Windrush. I think if I did it there, 4, 4, 4, 4, caught again. Nope. I think they thought about this, man. I think they designed it and they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. That's not a sneaky way I can get around them. Probably there is a way there to do it. I like that idea, though. I like the idea of using the Northern Rift to sneak by. There probably is a way of using this to do that. And it's probably putting that in there and building a portal, literally these two as portals. Bart's saying, can anyone advise me? I'd like to play Gloomhaven with my girlfriend. What kind of game can I play first with her so to understand the game type? It'd have to be a simple game type. Wait for Gloomhaven, the Lion, whatever it's called. The one that's coming to Targets and Walmarts. It's like a mass market version of Gloomhaven. It has a more simplified rule set, a more streamlined gameplay, supposedly. It's got the scenario book. You just play in order. You play right on the book, so you don't have all these tiles and stuff to worry about for setup. It's supposed to be how to pull people into Gloomhaven who are like in Walmart looking at games. That's the idea. So I would wait to play that, Bart. If I was trying to get her to try Gloomhaven, learn Gloomhaven, I'd play that with her. But other than that, I don't know. I think of like easier dungeon crawlers and stuff. It's like Descent. Maybe, but I don't know, man. That's going to be like rebooted soon, I think. So I would wait on that. I wouldn't spend money on Descent, but that's more of like an easier, lower bar of entry, like dungeon crawly type game. Yeah, I'm not sure. Off the top of my head, I would only think of the Gloomhaven, that lion, whatever it's called, the Path of the Lion or something lion. I forget what it's called, but it's coming out this year, and it's designed by the guy behind Gloomhaven to be more of like a lighter weight Gloomhaven. And I think it's like a prequel, so you can play it. I could be wrong on that, though. Could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of the other game that's a prequel. That other Gloomhaven game he designed. That's like Founders of Gloomhaven or whatever. Yeah, never mind. I might be thinking of that. Anyways, back to it. But if anyone in the chat has an answer for Bart and could give him a better example of something that's similar to Gloomhaven that his wife could try first before he tries to get her to jump into a 20-pound, $100 and something game. Co-ops are best, 100%. Key point is to not be the alpha player. Yep. Yep. You know what you could play? Pandemic Legacy Season 1. It is a co-op. It is more lightweight, and it slowly integrates new rules, and it's an ongoing story. She'll build her own character. She'll upgrade her cards. Similar stuff. I know it's kind of like not, you wouldn't think it's like Gloomhaven at all, but there are a lot of similarities there. And you're going to sit down at the table, play like 12 to 18 sessions. Aeon's End is good also. Yeah. Yep. I played it. Damn. I tried. Did you play it with your wife? Pandemic Legacy Season 1? Or 2? Or both? I'll go 1 first if you didn't. I think that one was better, but they're both good. But yeah. Oh, you know what you could play? Mice and Mystics. I want to get that to play with my daughter. I don't know. I've never played it myself, but it is more of a dungeon crawler to play with. Like, it's more of a family weight dungeon crawler. It's cute and stuff. I know adults who play it, but it is meant to play with like an RPG or to play with their kids. Not saying your wife's a kid or anything, but like it might be a more simple rule set, shorter play time, has a fun story, scenarios kind of thing. Really enjoys Onirim. I keep hearing the name of that game lately, and I don't know what it is. I hear it's a really good solo game, I think, right? Onirim? Yeah, she was very good at that game. Oh, okay, cool. John's wife preferred Season 2. Really? Really? Season 2 was cool, too. Don't get me wrong. I just wouldn't tell someone to start with Season 2. I think Season 1 is probably where to start. I just enjoyed my experience of Season 1 a little bit better. I don't know if it's because we played them almost like kind of back-to-back-ish, so maybe I was kind of burnt out a little bit by that point to keep going on and on, playing the same like game over and over again. Although here I am playing this over and over again. Gloomhaven over and over again. Anyways, all right. So my 16 source. I might just go with my original idea to just build spires, which will then give me extra CP. I can build 1, 2. This is not here. But I could build that. 3, 4. Yeah, I could do that. And I would just build 1 cheap spire for 2. Or I just build 2 spires right now, hold, and then upgrade the crap out of this one. Let's upgrade this one actually first. And I don't know the fashioner if he's worth it or not. But we're going to upgrade the crap out of this one. And this guy's hitting for 1, so if I put a fortification, I don't have to worry about it. 4, and he's gone. If I put a fortification on the bottom. Then the quick strike guy comes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So he'll knock away that. And then the Harrier comes. 1, 2, 3. So Harrier's here, and he's gone. So if I just put 2 fortifications on this, I should be okay. And that'll be the cheapest too, right? Unless I throw, no, because the quick strike will knock away fortification. Yeah. So let's do that. 2 fortifications. Down to 12. Okay. That's as much as I can do on it. I maxed it out. This one I won't touch it because I think it's fine. This one I won't touch. I think it's fine. I'd rather spend the money in my own spires after that. Although putting a fortification on this would be nice too. But I could also do that as limited build. Oh, I can't put anything on it right now. Okay, so that makes that easier. Okay. So we have to build something down here. I'm only going to do 2 source. And let's do a cheap aspect, I think. Or do I just invest? Or do I invest in this to put this out here? If I do that, puts me down to 8. Puts me down to 8 because I build the 2-cost one here. I do another 2-cost one here maybe. What's on the other side? Refractors. Ooh. Maybe build a Manolan Spire there. And a Manolan Spire here. That would be 2 source for the Earthscape. So wait, I was at 12, right? I only spent 4 here. So 2 for the Earthscape, 4. And then 8. And that should be all my source. This thing has no range. No range. Why do they suck? Why do they suck? Refractor has the range. So that's not what I'd build there. I'd also not build a Manolan there. Yeah, looking at the wrong one. Oh, air defense though was the thing. Air defense, yes. Where will that wind rush? Yeah, maybe I do Manolan here, assuming the air defense is needed here for the Royal Talon. And maybe if I get enough connecteds out, I could then put I can put more range on it, or put some range on it. Connected. Add +1 to the spires. Upgrade capacity for each spire with connected. Each other spire with connected in play. Total capacity of 5. So this now would have 3. This would have 3. So they're still maxed out. But then if I build one more connected as a limited build option here, then I can like upgrade. Yeah, man, decisions here. Decisions. But let's do it. So this one just gets an attack. We'll build that there, I think. Or build it like that. Yeah, let's build it like this. This way the Royal Talon comes around that way. Yeah. Let's make the Royal Talon go next to it so I don't have to do... I can do the air defense one. Where was that? Yep. I have enough chips. 2 attack, fortification. And then I hope to just be able to put some range under these, especially this one. And then we're good. Yeah, I'll take the bet. I won't do the range one. I'll save those. And then, yeah, the refractor I'll save. And I can build those as limited build options. Maybe one is the limited build, then upgrade. But I might have to do limited build on this. But I think that one's okay. Yeah, I might have to do limited build option on the muskeg, maybe. Either way. Yeah, doing that Narora Rift Walk thing where I made the path where I could sneak by would have been great with this Toxic Secretion because the opponent would have to go by there, but I would not have to. But I still think I do it. This guy was 5 health, right? Yeah, I still think I do that. All right, so Fractor. We're going to do a Bishop with our 5 CP. Oh, actually, I have more CP now, right? 3. So I have 8 total. So let's do the 2 range guys. Arcbright and a Bishop. And we'll throw... who first? Who first? Let's do the Bishop first, I think. I could group them. Put the Arcbright on top. That's a thing, but I want their firepower. Both of them being in 3 range is pretty gross. Right? That's my 8 CP. I'm not going to do Anjabin. He is an interesting call, though. But there's no, they don't have spires, really, and that's where he really shines. Yeah, Jaws of the Lion. Bart, thank you. What the hell did I call it? Something... The Inn of the Lion? The Lion's Den? I don't know. I'm Lion, if I remember the title. Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion is aimed at a more casual audience to get people into the gameplay more quickly. All of the hard-to-organize cardboard map tiles have been removed. Is the rule set been lightened, though? That's the question. I would think so. I bet there's less cards to choose from, less decision points, right? Just less content in there to make it a cheaper box. So it's like you kind of just, here's your race, here's your cards, just play these cards. Like, it's good for new players. Less analysis paralysis, right? Hopefully it's not a dud, though. Hopefully people are like, this is crap. It's not as fun as Gloomhaven. It's not as cool. And don't buy it. Just buy real Gloomhaven. Which is not a bad thing either. But if it bombs, that's not good. Okay. It'll bring more people to the hobby, possibly, which is cool. Yeah. Bishop up front. Bishop up front. I don't know if that's the right call. No, it's probably not. Bishop in the back. Bishop in the back. Oh, Messiah, though. Messiah is the guy that gets beside their base and blows up, right? But if I don't have... Yeah, he won't be able to blow up this thing. That's the problem. They put that... The rule for the spires, they put that in there, so I can't just go next to the base and blow up. Because I wouldn't hit that spire and it'd still be alive, and I wouldn't do damage to their base, right? Sneaky. I think we're good. I think I spent the source correctly. Should be 12. So we did the Earthscape for 2, this spire for 2, that's 4, and then 2 4-cost spires. That's all the 12 source I had left after. I started with 16. I spent 4 on 2 fortifications here. Pretty sure I didn't screw that up. Took me long enough to get there. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, this is what it goes through. And I would have edited all that out if I was pre-recording this and just like blurred it, right? We'd be right there where I'm making the decision. That's what happens with the other episodes. You guys are getting behind the scenes look there. That's what I sit there and do. I sit there like, do I do this? Do I do that? Some of it I leave in because people do complain that they don't hear my thought process enough and they want to watch that. But I don't know. I try to respect people's time is what I'm trying to do. But at least watching this later, you can scrub through. Hopefully you scrub through till you see us actually deploying stuff. I hope that didn't waste anyone's time. All right. There we go. That's build phase. and that was a mix of market phase, build phase, prep phase, all in one there. That's how I play solo, because it's all the information's open to you there, so you might as well... I could backtrack and do all this stuff anyway, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, so we bought... Oh, this flips over, right? Yeah. Okay. The 2 Sourcewell one. That'd have been cool. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So I have influence here now, I believe, because I have this isle next to it. We have influence there now, too. And I have influence here, but I don't have a Sourcewell to build on there yet. All right, heirs first. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get my hero out of the way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, I forgot about Assault. Forgot about Assault. Does that change anything, though? I don't think so. So Assault basically is going to do like take off a chip off the bottom, right? Where is it? Other side. Assault. When attacking a spire, move the bottom upgrade before applying damage. Oh, okay, so it's good I still did 2 of those. Yes, I think we're still fine. So we knock this one out, and then he hits the other fortification, which still blocks him. But now I might have to do a limited build option just to keep that up, assuming I can get source. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Yeah, I should have probably saved some source. But it did help get enough CP to build these guys, which is they're my win condition, I hope. I hope. This is going to be tough. All right. So no quick strike business, nothing, no attacks. Spire will fire, though, actually. Yep, I can fire on this guy. Oh, I can wallop him. 1, 2, 3. I can wallop him back to here. But then that means he just moves up again and assaults me again. And there's no reason why I want to speed up his wallop. Yeah, there's nowhere to hit them that it's like gonna matter. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's pointless. All right, 1 die. We'll on the Windrush. Nothing. I should have walloped. Could have got more damage in. Okay, so that sucks. My turn. So this guy's going to be gone, so I don't have to worry about him hitting here again. This quick strike guy, he's going to knock off a thing. Yeah, now it's a problem. Then this guy will quick strike too, right? He'll be right behind him. Yeah, I need to do a limited build option. But I don't have enough source. Ooh, yeah, didn't think that through. Didn't think that through. Yeah, maybe it's too aggressive with the spires. Yeah. Yep. Damn. Yep, they're going to be able to break that, I think. Oh well. Just try my best. Try my best to get through their stuff, I guess. So the spire they build could be what tanks me. That sucks. Okay, we're gonna flip. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. So that guy passes that. Quick strike, fury kick. Yeah. I'll stay where I am. No. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 2, 1. All right. Explore. What wave am I on? I'm only on 2 because I'm playing slow today. This one has really got my brain going. All right. I'll reveal the grizzled oak. Done. They'll go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Quick strike, quick strike. No. Yeah, should have saved some source for that limited build option, just to keep this one alive. That's too bad. All right. So we're gonna roll the event die. What's that do? It's gonna be a pain in my ass. All right. 1. Construct a refuge spire. Refuge. Attack. Range. What happens here if I don't have enough attack chips? I know you're not allowed to build one if you don't have enough attack chips. What about the opponent? What about the opponent when they're AI? When they're designed by these guys? What? I should keep it on the rules page. AI spires will ignore the upgrade capacities unless the scenario specifically says otherwise. Spire upgrades are therefore only limited by the number of chips provided in the game. If an AI spire requires an upgrade and there are no more in the supply, it is not added. I would think they still build it, they just don't get that one. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't have enough attack chips, but this thing needs 3 attack chips. I think I just don't put the one on the bottom, maybe. Whoops, wrong. Oh no, it's a refuge one. Yeah. I guess I just, yeah, like that, right? Yeah. But I know if I was trying to build one and I don't have enough chips, I can't build it at all. You can always build it with missing the chips, yeah. It confuses me because I know I tried to do that before in games with my own spires and then I got in trouble later. So this guy's going in place of the defeated spire. Okay, so it's got 2 range basically, 2 attack, fortification on the bottom. Ugh. Now I see why I should have put the bishop in the front. Vonce can do it. He can get in there. I can sacrifice him. Although he could die before getting the hit in. That's the problem. Oh no, this doesn't have air defense. This does not have air defense. We figured it out. Woo! All right. Let's just let these guys whiz by. Okay, so they did that. No more attacks. No spires to fire. Okay, my turn. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. These little guys trucking along down here nice and slow. Explore. Oh, we know what it is already. I was like, is it engaged? No. Okay. 5 health. It was so long ago. So long ago. 5 health. Toxic secretion thorax. Thorax. Because I'm assuming these guys will get to this stuff before these guys get to that stuff. I didn't calculate it out, but just after last turn, I think that's how it's going to work. Because I had like a Harrier down here up in my face before my bishop got any further. So that's my plan. Avance sets the traps and then runs. That's what my plan is. I'm chickening out. Letting them go by. Then Avance needs to run up and kick the crap out of this thing. All right. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there a reason why maybe I'd put the Joust here and let the Harrier run into the Grizzled Oak? No, I want the Grizzled Oak to take more damage, I think, so I can be the finishing blow on it, I think. Get a free Spire out of the deal. So, Quick Strike. Retaliate. I think he switched spots, right? Even with a minion. With his Fury Kick. Fury Kick when attacking a minion. Yep, it doesn't say faction minion. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, and he flips. Ah, I see. That's actually perfect. Because this guy's here. Now this guy, I'll say I attack with the Joust first. Then this guy's Quick Strike. We'll go here. Maybe he doesn't hit the Harrier back. That's fine. That is fine. But softens up the bear a little bit. Down to 3. Yep. Oh, who defeated the Spire? I'm going to say it's the Joust. Because then this guy would have been promoted, right? I'll say the Harrier hit this first. The Joust hit it because right now they have Academy Peak level 2. So I do not want that Harrier promoted. I don't think. Maybe I did. Maybe I did want him promoted. If he's promoted, I get less source out of the deal, though. But at least he would hit the bear for 2. And then my guy can finish off the bear without any retaliation. Is there a reason why we'd want to do it that way? Yeah, sure. Yeah. We'll say this guy was the last hit on this tower and he got promoted. Sure. Sure. You can be promoted. You're fine. And then that means he would have hit the bear for 1 more. Right, right. Academy Peak. Faction minions may be promoted when they defeat a unit or spire. Yes. So we'll say the Harrier did the hits, which he technically did. I did the one guy, then the other. No, that's a landmark minion. Yeah, it's a landmark minion. That's the technical term for it. So it's not a faction minion. It's a landmark minion. So it is a minion, and it's a unit, and it's going to get flipped. That's the way it's going. And that guy will have to move off there because he's on invalid terrain, but that's how that's working, I'm pretty sure. Although it would make a spire here, which is illegal. Or is it illegal? No. Can I build a spire there? Do I get that spire? That's the other question. Can I build a spire there? It doesn't block. It doesn't block the path, right? So that's fine. Man, this game. There's so many weird scenarios that come up. But it may be because I'm messing things up. Oh, it says you may immediately build a spire on this source well at no cost. That's not a source well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be allowed to build a spire there. I mean, the game sets up spires sometimes on but never on path. Just like on non-adjacent, or non-path hex or whatever. Anyways, we'll keep it going though. All right, that's fine. Free spire is fine, not getting that. At least he did some damage to these guys for me. Okay, so they did their quick strike. This guy, spires fire. 1, 2. No spires to fire. Attacks, all done. My turn. I'm going to move out of the toxic secretion. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And 1, 2. 1, 2. I don't have any source yet. I haven't killed anything. Why did the landmark move off the source well, says John? And we did it because the Fury Kick from the Joust that says it can swap places with a minion. It doesn't say faction minion, doesn't say landmark minion, it just says minion. When attacking a minion, this unit trades places with it prior to applying damage. The damage from this attack is dealt to all opposing units adjacent to this unit, only if the original target will retaliate. Or only the original target will retaliate. Yeah. I don't know, John, what do you think? It sucks because it moves it off there and I can't build a spire there, so that's annoying, but it says it moves a minion. Says it moves a minion. Yeah. When attacking a minion, right there. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't do with heroes. Yeah, you can't Fury Kick a hero. If it was a landmark, like a mercenary hero or your own hero, it wouldn't do it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird, John. I agree it's weird. Feels very, very strange. And then I was asking if I defeat this Grizzled Oak, it says that in the rules it would build a spire on that source well, ignoring influence. But now there's no source well, so what's that mean? It messes with that whole thing. So do I get to build a spire on the path? It doesn't block anything, so it's possible. But I won't, but I wonder if you can. I don't know. But anyways. Weird situations. All right. So this guy, I could attack here. I only get hit back for 1. It's not the worst thing, but I don't want him to die ever until he is over here destroying this. And then maybe unveiling this is what I want him to do this wave. And having extra health in case this is an engaged guy or something might be good. So but I do want to hit that Wind Rush so bad. He'll only retaliate for 1. Yep. Yep. No source wall, no spire. I agree. Okay. So this guy will go through here after 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he gets hit by this, not hit by this. I need to kill something. I need to get some source, man, so I can do some limited build options. Yep, I'll hit him. I'll hit him. I'll hit him. Worst case, he dies. Bring him back out later, maybe. Forgotten Graves, possible. Possible. Maybe. He's free, though. I just have to spend the money on Forgotten Graves. Okay. At least the Wind Rush is a little nerfed, which is nice. Maybe he dies, and then we get the Royal Talon out. Okay. There we go. So Wind Rush, 1. Toxic Secretion, 2. Oh, no, he doesn't go 2. He goes this way. Yeah. Just 1. Just 1. So, where was he? Here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1 from Toxic Secretion, which is good. This guy. 1, 2, 3. One, two, 3. He can't attack him, he's flying. Quick strike here, he'll do the Fury Kick thing again. And then he'll hit 4, 2. Oh! He actually moves into a new hex, right? So he would lose 1 first from Toxic Secretion. Yeah. And then he'd only have 2 left. What am I doing? flip with this guy, right? Oh, that was the health from the other guy. What have I done? Yeah, so he flips. So Toxic Secretion lost 1. And then when he Fury Kicks... Oh, this is the timing here, actually. Because I know anytime you move into a new hex in your Toxic Secretion, you take a damage. So Fury Kick. When attacking a minion, this unit trades places prior to applying the damage. So I think it would take the last hit. The top guy would die. The next guy would come out. And he would get to... I don't know if he gets to attack, or because the other one attacked, I don't think he can. Even though he didn't complete his attack. That's a little messy, but... Because the other guy already triggered Fury Kick. Trading spaces is not a move. Let's go to the FAQ. Because there was something about Toxic Secretion, right? Where if, like, you switched from flying or something like that. I forget what it was. Toxic. Here, let's go here. Oops. Does teleporting... Is a displacement considered a move for talents such as survival and Toxic Secretion? Yes. If a unit with the talent survival is displaced, it will not get to recover that turn. As well as a unit that is displaced into a hex affected by Toxic Secretion will take the damage from this talent. That to me says that happens. But again, I could be totally wrong. What do you guys think? What do you say to that, Bernardo? What do you say to that? So it's good, right? He should have died from that. Unless, yeah, sounds correct. Okay. So Toxic Secretion happened, kills the top Joust. But now I know the ungrouped unit comes out and he continues where the last one left off, kind of. But the other one was already initiating an attack. So I think the next guy doesn't get to do any attacking because he already had that chance. The other guy already used it up doing the quick strike. Is how I would rule it, but that's also like in my favor. Okay. Yeah, Fury Kick is definitely very cool. It definitely makes some weird situations. Definitely weird situations. Okay. So that's all the quick strike window. Now we go to Spire's firing. 1, 2. Nope, can't fire on him. Oh, I can fire on this guy. Oh, hey, Windrush. How are you doing? So I'm going to fire with... Oh, they're both air defense. They're both air defense. How do we want to do this? I don't think it matters. Doesn't matter. We're rolling 2 dice here, 2 dice here. We just need to kill the Windrush. The Royal Talent comes out, then shoot 2 dice on it. So we're going with this Muskeg, firing on the Windrush. Hits for 2. Kills the Windrush. Oh my god, there was a bird driving that thing. A giant royal turkey. Get him, boys. Windrush down. Are you serious? I get no source for this? Damn you, Chip Theory. I finally kill an enemy and I get no source. Oh, that's so dirty. So dirty. I was all excited. I get some limited build stuff happening. All right, so now we're going to fire this Malevolent Spire on this guy. It has air defense. A new enemy has appeared. No, Windrush didn't attack anything. It doesn't have quick strike. The Windrush doesn't have quick strike, right? What does he have? Transport and assault. So he has to wait till spires have fired. Hitting it for 2. Down to 3 health. Down to 3 health. All right. Now the only thing left to attack is this guy never did a quick strike because there was no one to hit. So he could, the Harrier can still attack. And he'll attack here. No retaliate. The Royal Talon attacks for 3. Whoops. On the Manolan Spire, knocking out a fortification. Man, I love this scenario so much. This is awesome. I'm like enjoying it here like a fine wine. It's taking forever, but I love it. All right. Let's see here. Sipping it slowly. Okay. My turn. Well, these guys are going to go this way no matter what. Arcbright, no. Oh, I can do this better. I can do this right. Yeah, bishop to back up. If I do bishop firing first at 3 range, he hits the Royal Talon for 2, cannot retaliate. Then the Arcbright for 3 range will fire on this for 1, killing it, so no retaliate. And just like that, we're having turkey for dinner, boys, for 4 source. Woo. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's how you deal with that. Still have to wait till the next turn for any limited build stuff, but I need to move my hero still. I forgot about moving my hero. Let me think. I kind of jumped the gun there with attacking. Let's go. 1. I could get... Oh, I don't get upgrades for that. 1. 2. 3. Yep. Okay. No. Oh, spires. 1, 2. No spire. Oh yeah, this has no air defense. Never mind. I don't even shouldn't even be looking. Okay, their turn. Leading minion. These guys I think are tied. Nope, it is the Joe still. Toxic secretion. 3. Beautiful. Man, that thorax doing work. This Harrier can't move. Quick strike. This guy will finish off this one. Thorax is gone. I don't get the source. Kind of sucks, but whatever. That's the whole thing. A Fury Kick kind of messed me up in there too. Quick strike here. Taking away an attack. We have 1 attack chip back, which is good. I haven't spent anything, so I can spend that on my own. And then when they roll their event die. Ha. Oh no. Paul's here. Hey, how's it going? About to head to bed and just saw this was live, so I want to pop in and say hi. Hey, Paul. Paul from Gaming Rules is in the chat. Everyone say hi, Paul. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for also becoming a Patreon, by the way, too. Thank you so much. Right. Let's go with... I think we're done. Quick strike. That's all they have left, right? So they're done. Our turn. Let's do hero first. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And we'll do Arcbright, Bishop. Spires to fire. This doesn't fire on me because he's flying. It has no air defense. None of these are their spires. So attack. Let's... limited build option first, actually. Do I want to do any limited builds? I don't think so. If I kill this guy... 1, 2, 3, 4. He comes in, quick strike on my Arcbright. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I forgot to roll on this. I forgot to roll on the attack there. Yeah, it would have killed the Joust. I forgot to roll after the quick strike. Forgot to do a spire fire. So that is 2 more source. Up to 6. So that Joust wasn't there. Did I move enough then? Did I move enough? I think I could go 1 more move. I think. Because I think that was blocking me. But I could be wrong. Let me know, guys, if I just moved too much there. But that Joust, I forgot to fire on him with the Muskeg, which I just rolled a 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, I just let him do his quick strike and walk away like nothing was happening. All right. Pretty sure I just moved them only 1 space each. Okay. So in that case, hey Harrier, how's it going? I don't think I'll do limited build because all we have left is this. I can save it and do another wave without spending any. Oh, I guess I spent it in the build phase. All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I could just smoke that guy. But first, I'll attack here. So let's just take off the fortification. Take off the fortification. And then these guys will attack. So let's just fire on this Harrier. And we'll kill it and get one. Oh, this is a regular Harrier underneath, right? Or was it promoted? Was it promoted? Wave 2 was, no. Oh. Oh yeah, it got promoted because of the whole thing. Yes, sorry. One source. 7. It wasn't a grouped one. That was last wave. So now they have no opposing units, so my hero goes into campfire mode. Now my minions are going to finish their little trip across the world here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, did I just do? What am I doing? I'm not cutting across here. This matters. Where were they? Here? Yes. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, yes, I think that's good. Okay. Limited build though. Is there any reason? I don't think so. Oh, I forgot about the spire. I forgot about the spire. Back up. Back up. And I forgot about the bear. I forgot about the bear. I just went right by the bear. Man, I'm trying to end this wave too quick. So these guys will end here. 1, 2, 3. Yes. He will fire on the bear and kill the bear. The bishop. Bishop from the back, killing the bear. No spire because the Fury kicked him off of a source well. Okay, sorry. 1, 2. 1, 2. Whoops. 1. Why does the bishop only have 3 health? He should have 4. Unless he took a hit from somebody. He did not. I just didn't put enough health on him, I don't think. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. Spire will fire on her. Blanks! Woo! That's hot. All right. Corentin Gastali. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. Thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. I appreciate the support. Thank you for being here. All right. So we're going to fire. Range 3, obviously. Yep. Can take away an attack. This one. 1, 2, 3. Take away a range. It's down to just 1 attack chip. That means there's more attack chips for them to grab, which kind of sucks. I will get 3 source if I destroy that, though. 1, 2. 1, 2. You can't defeat either. So where do I want it to fire on? Let's think here. 3 health here, 4 health here. It has a chance of taking this down to 1 health. 1, 2, 3. I can fire on this still. I think, well, let's do it on the bishop. Let's do it on the bishop for 1. Okay, that's nothing. That's nothing. Okay, let's just kill this thing with whoever. Oh, do I want to explore? Probably not. Probably not. Because if I get the engage guy, she will take a hit. She wouldn't die, but then this guy has to fight it and gets retaliated on next wave. Or next turn. Yeah, I don't really want them taking extra damage for no reason. I need them to survive some hits from this, I think. Alright, so anyways, I won't explore it. I'll just destroy this. Let's just try to end this here, I think. So we get 3 source. Up to 10. Refuge tower down. 1 more air spire to defeat. 1, 2, 1, 2. She can reach 1, 2, 3. Knock away the range off this one. 1, 2, 3. Fortress gate. Does he have to? Maybe I reveal this so that he has something to attack. Yep. So the refuge tower would still be there. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's just a Riftwalk portal. Oh man, that would be nice. Yeah, let's just reveal it, whatever. Okay, nothing to attack though, unfortunately. But I could spend 6 source to get a card. Your relic cards have failed me in the past. Nope. Alright, anyways, let's blow this up. Yep. And we got the source for it already. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Fire on here. This one. 1, 2, 3. I think I have to fire on the gate. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. Do I have to? Don't explore now? It's fine. But what my problem is here is this bishop. Does he have to attack the base? Or should I have just kept this here? And that probably would have been smarter. Because I forgot about if they fire on the base when this is still alive. I wouldn't build this here. That wouldn't make sense. I would build this here so that they can fire on it and have a target over the fortress gate, which they would kill themselves. So yeah, that makes more sense to build that there, I think. But then this gets fired on and she gets shot at. No, she doesn't. Because she... Oh yeah, she would have. Because there was still a range there. Yep. I'm thinking I can end it here if I do this correctly, but... Alright. So if that high res was there, 1, 2, yep, she could die. She does with 4. That works too. Arc Bright. Then this guy, he would 1, 2, 3. He'd fire on it and destroy the range. Then 1, 2, he would fire on it. Destroy that. No spire would fire. Then you'd go here. I'd fire on this. And it would destroy it. 4 source. Up to 14. And now I can legally attack the base without him blowing up and the fortress not taking damage. And he would just fire on the base and kill it. That was the plan. That was the plan why I built the range guys. Yeah. Build another space. Yep. And that should be it. That should be it. Because I'm not sure, like, does he have to attack the fortress gate if he's in range? If he did, then it'd be dumb. Like, he would just blow himself up. But then the other unit could have sat there just firing on... Yeah, I think either way it would have worked, because if the bishop blew up and the Arcbright was still there, let's say the bishop fired on the, yeah, let's say the spire was still there. I think I have it either way. Bishop in the back and spire. So she's here. She fires on this, takes away the range. He's forced to fire on the fortress gate because it's the only thing in range he can fire on. He blows up. Then she moves in. She can fire on this thing. It can't fire back. She fires on this thing, blows it up. And then she shoots one on the base, gets hit back. Then shoots one on the base, gets hit back. She's still alive. Base is dead anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I think either way, wherever I built that spire there for them, either way I was good. I was just worried my two range guys come over, and then the only thing they're in range of is the fortress gate, and then they just shoot at it and they die. But I figure with two range 3 guys, there would be no chance of that happening, where at least one would be able to reach through. Yeah, because if they stopped here, one would shoot on the fortress gate, blow up, then the other one would move 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, and be able to shoot that other spire. So yeah, I thought we could end it early if I did it all correctly, and that's why it took so long spending that 16 source at the start of this wave, because it could have gone so many ways. I could have not built these spires, which didn't really come into play too much, but then I would have no CP, but I could have spent it into fortress upgrades, which those fortress upgrades would have led to some extra CP, but only 2 extra CP, and I got 3 extra CP out of building these spires. I got 3 extra CP there in that wave, and I think that's what allowed me to build those 2 range guys, and that let me rip through there. And if not, if all they did at least was destroy that spire, I have Avance, who I go first, next wave, 1, 2. I think they take damage on the guys in the base, but he's flying, so I could just hang out in the area and let them wander by, and then I could just come in and smoke the base. Or if that spire had only like a little bit left, I could have just walked over that spire, finished it off, then fight the base. So I think I was sitting in a good spot to end it early in the next wave, worst case. Worst case. Boom. That's awesome. That's awesome. So did I get all 3 renown? I think I did. So, defeated all air spires. Yes, they're all gone. We did the Source Sabbath, the High Priest of the Narora. He approved. We got the Source Sabbath. So that's going to carry forward to the next wave. Scenario 2 will be impacted. We'll see that in the next episode. Defeat the Air Fortress Gate. That's what we did to just win, which ended the scenario immediately in wave 2. And we won. Oh, you know what we forgot though? There would have been a joust. There would have been a joust. Where is it? Stables level 2 advancement will be triggered automatically when the last minion in play is defeated. So there would have been, out of this spire when it was still here, a joust would have came out. And my guys would have had to deal with it. I don't know how far it would have got. Crap. Yeah, that's let's see what happens. Let's try to rewind a little bit and just see what would have happened in that situation. Yeah, I always miss something. I always miss something in these damn scenarios. Check out Discord for Shan's comments on Elfin. Okay, I'll check it out after. Or in a sec, actually. Just give me a minute. Let's figure this out. I'm curious. So a joust, and what type of joust? It would be just a regular one. Yep. Triggered automatically when it's defeated, and it goes joust into play. Place a joust on the closest path hex to your mark that is adjacent to an air spire. Which there was still a spire here. So a joust, just a regular joust. Would have popped into play here. And my little dudes, Arcbright, Bishop, would have been trucking along. They were here as last I remember. And they shot that Harrier. Okay, Harrier died. That guy comes out. Yep, Joust comes right into play. Okay, so we shoot this guy dead. this guy comes out of nowhere. My hero is like here somewhere. There's still a spire here. With like 1 attack on it, I think, or something. Or maybe it was like, I forget. Attack and a range, and yeah. Attack, range, and attack. Because Avance knocked off the fortification. Okay, so they come, they're there. Whoops, wrong chip. So then this guy goes on his turn. Oh, interesting. Does campfire mode kick in? Does campfire mode kick in? I think immediately that guy happens though. Yeah, immediately. So he could still have gone. Yeah, I think that just makes it better for me actually. So then this guy goes 1, 2, and Avance says, okay, yeah, you go, you see you later, buddy. This guy goes 1, 2, 1, 2. And this guy would have just attacked here. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, exactly. I think it's just better because my hero could have kept going. It's actually, if I remember that rule, it would have made it easier. I think. I was curious. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to visualize it. So then this guy would come. So yeah, he did his attack. He's good. Now, yeah, and see, I could have gone and explored this even. I would have probably killed still. I would have moved here, attacked it so that I'm next to this if I want to explore. Which I might have done just to see what it was. And then I would have been like, oh yeah, look, cool, Rift Walk, all right, whatever. Because I'm not worried. Once this is down like to only 2 chips left, these guys, I know the range guys will take it out before it can shoot it. So then this guy goes 1, 2. Can't attack anybody. 1, 2. 1, 2. Then I would go 2 fire here. 1 fire here. No retaliation because of he's not in range. And then the 1 hit is the killing blow. I get more source out of the deal, which is again better for me going forward. And then heroes in campfire mode. And then my guys come along and take less hits, less chance, like the die rolls. Yeah, I got blanks on it, but you know, they come along, they push my hero out of the way, whatever, and they would move on in. Same thing. Everything's the same after that. Except for less attack dice rolled from this thing. Because it would only have 1 attack die on it. So they come along. And then it fires. And then it gets killed. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It would only fire 1 attack die. And then like, you know, whatever. Hits for 1. Sure. And I think it all still works out. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah. Dice rolls are different, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, there's still a Fortress Spire. Yeah, the hero could have left, but I mean, it only buys me an extra turn, but just would help me soften up that, or yeah, I could have went the other way, or yeah. Could I have gotten over to the Fortress Spire? 1, 2, 3. No, probably not. I probably couldn't have got there with him, but I probably would have just kept pinging this so that it makes it softer for these guys. Less chance of it damaging them. But yeah, either way, I was just curious. I just forgot that ability as I looked at the sheet there. Yeah. Did I forget anything else? Yeah, did that right. Air minions deploy from their leading spire. Oh, that I forgot too. Oh, man. Yep, air minions deploy from their leading spire. So in wave 2, they wouldn't have been back here. They would have actually been faster and trapped me down here. I don't think that would have changed too many things. That just means more spires would have been hitting them first. Again, making it better for me, I think. Because then my range guys are firing on them when they're weaker. And I think I would have been fine. I think I would have been fine. Yeah. It does change by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-ish hexes. Yeah. Learning opportunity. I should have looked back at this again every wave just to make sure I had it all down. I usually do that, but if there's no adjacent hexes, yeah, that's fine. When heirs defeat a spire, we did that. Once heirs build their stable level 2 advancement, it will trigger automatically each wave when their last minion's in play. Yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, we did it. We got 3 renown. I think we're good. Where is it? Yeah, 3 renown, so we'll carry that over. That's going to be it for the playthrough. Thank you everyone for watching live. If you don't want to miss this, you're watching in the future, I apologize for the slow thinking. Hopefully you skipped through the parts where it was kind of boring. If you don't care to hear my thought process and all the options. But that's part of the fun of playing Cloudspire solo, is usually you're just sitting there in a room by yourself. You have all the time in the world and you're just trying to math out the puzzle, figure it out strategically, tactically, trying to figure out how to get through this puzzle that the designers have come up with. Which I love. That's part of what I love. You can just take a scenario and replay it over and over based on the random die rolls, the setup changes, based on the landmark chips changes, you killing enemies and you deploying different enemies, you kill different enemies, different source at different times. Like, man, yeah, certain things just, yeah, it could be so different every play, which I love. You could buy different fortress upgrades, different market, different relics, different earthscapes in the market. Yeah, it just blows my mind to think, like, replaying this one, how it could be different just based on how things land. Because even just with the setup, if I look at it here, even just with this, the rolling the d6 at the start, I could have had like a range upgrade on the top of one. Like this one could have had range here. So then I could have moved it with the creep into the corner here and it would still have range and would actually be able to hit some stuff and not be on the road. So it would have done more damage to their guys, which would have been different. I could have added a fortification to the top of Spire E, which that is the one that failed me. But imagine it had a fortification on the top. Instead, I would have put 2 fortifications on it. It would have had 3 fortifications. It would have just sat there like a rock and it would have survived, and they never would have got a spire there, I think, if that one I rolled. So yeah, just I love that. I love that stuff. It's awesome. Awesome. Anyways, yeah. Thanks all for watching, everyone. Thanks for being here live. If you're watching this later and you don't want to miss it, subscribe, notification bell. You know the deal. Then you get the notifications so you don't miss us live. You can follow on Twitter and Facebook down below. I usually tweet there in advance when we're streaming. Also, just check the YouTube page, youtube.com/Rob's Gaming Table, or click the little icon of me below this. It'll bring you to the page and you can see a row of upcoming streams. I'm trying to get better at scheduling more in advance, and I'll schedule some last minute in between other streams, but sometimes that's just how it works. I get games last minute, or I have all of a sudden I have time where I figured out a game I want to play on the stream and you know, I feel comfortable enough to play it or whatever. I'll just put it in the middle of 2 live streams or whatever. So yeah, you'll see streams are scheduled, but there are more that are going to pop up. Go set reminders for all the streams that you want to watch later, so you get the reminders. And even if I change the times or dates on them, you'll still get a reminder. I'm pretty sure, even if I like adjust it at all, you'll get a reminder when I go live. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Thank you to our Patreon backers for supporting the channel. Thanks to everyone who's donated and supported us here. Is awesome. And Shamar, I just noticed you jumping in the chat there if you're still here. Show and Tech. Check his out. His tech review channel. A buddy of mine, Shamar. You've seen him some old gameplay videos on the channel. He's my gaming buddy that I went to the first Gen Con was in 2013 with him. It was an awesome trip. Still memorable. Shamar's here. And Wojciech just joined us. And Matt says, glad I could join you live. Thanks for the game. No, thanks you guys for being here. That's awesome. John, thanks for chilling. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the rules discussions. I love it. I'm going to go check. Actually, oh no, I shouldn't go to the Discord. I can't go to the Discord on this computer. I don't have it all logged in. But I'll go check out the Discord after I get off the stream here and see what she has to say in there. And I believe you. I believe you, though. I believe you. But it's good to hear. It's good to hear. Hopefully they fix the FAQ then to make the Alpha Kazi. Everyone's on the same page. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. That's it for me. Tomorrow we're doing Cities Skyline, the board game. I got it the other day. From Cosmos. They offered it to me. I checked the game out. It looked pretty interesting. Nice solo mode in it is, I think, the best way to play that, to be honest. But it's a cool city building game. We're featuring that tomorrow afternoon, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll be playing that solo. And yeah, I think that's it there. And then on Monday we have Marvel Champions. On the weekend we're filming some stuff for Sword and Sorcery is the plan. So look for those episodes next week to start our campaign of Sword and Sorcery, the first set. And yeah, lots of streams scheduled next week. Dark Souls, more Cloudspire I'm going to put in there after this stream, so stay tuned for that. I'll schedule some Cloudspire in there probably for Thursday again. And some Too Many Bones on Friday, next Friday with Tink, where I got Tink now in Gasket, so look for them to be playing on the channel soon. And yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.